right. This pool has been named the Pool of Death, Grupo de Muerte. Now listen, guys, I'm over here with Chaos now. You got your former teammate over here. How did you guys feel when he decided to leave and go to the North American squad?
How we felt? Maybe we felt bad at the first like month or so, but we began playing with Sleeper, and we're playing better than we played before without him. So that's something.
So you guys are 1-0 in the pool. They're 1-0. What are you guys going to do to him? How do you stop Identives if you know how to stop Ghost over here?
You just shoot him, get 100% and kill him. It's not that difficult though.
Super easy?
Kind of.
No more difícil?
He's gonna regret his decision.
Oh, all right, Identives will come over there. You talk about you're gonna regret your decision. Gotta give you props over here, man. You came over here to Ghost Gaming. How's that been for you?
It's just like a long way to the top, you know. It's just more than I take the decision because I want the #1, and it's all that I want in this e-sport.
Now, what about the fans that want you to stay over there with the Ronin squad? How do you feel about those guys?
It's too emotional for them, that I want to see right now, but I mean, it's just a match, so to all of them, that's all.
Now, Chaos says it's going to be easy to kill you. It's going to be easy to take out Ghosts. How you feel about that?
I mean, we were being the top 1 in Mexico, Latin American, and we don't have any problem with another top. They were almost lost in the regionals versus World Best, so I don't know, it's not looking good, yo.
Now they said they're gonna play better. They've been playing better without you. What about that?
I mean, that's something that is true, yeah, because they start being aggressive. Like, they really have to start doing that. And when I leave, they release that I have to do that because I'm not with them anymore, and they know that you guys are nothing without me.
All right, here we go. Ronin, Ghost. This is the battle here, Grupo de Muerte. Lock it up!
So at this event, the team that I'm looking forward to playing most is Ronin, the #1 Latin American team. Obviously, Optic and Echo are going to be at the end, but at first is Ronin. And in my eyes, they're a top 4 team. That's going to be our first test. So that's the only team I've been thinking about. So if I could describe Ronin, I always make a joke. I actually think of them as a discounted version of Optic. That's a compliment, though. It's like, kind of like a backhanded compliment. But Ronin is, they're very fast-paced. They're orchestrated. They have, you know, all the tools for a winning team. They have the skill. They have the versatility. And that being said, they're a formidable opponent. You have to play at your own pace. You can't let them take the pace. And at the same time, you need to play as a unit. You can't play individually because they'll eat that alive.
Okay, so Ronin, you guys are nothing without me. Ustedes no son nada sin mí. That's something that you guys have to remember.
How hype is this game? Fallout.
just like Identives.
Listen, Identives said Ronin, they're nothing without me. Do you believe that?
You know, it's interesting, interesting topic for sure. Listen, this Ronin squad, formerly known as Splice back in Season 1, did some amazing things. Identives, in my opinion, was the reason they did so many amazing things. You saw Identives' performance in Paris where they really stood out and got 2nd place at that event. I don't think without Identives they would have done it. The reality is Sleeper is new to this scene. He's unproven. Adverse has always been a little bit shaky. I think Ronin without Identives is not nearly as good of a team as they were last season.
Immortal Spawn, do you agree with that?
Man, this Ghost Gaming squad is one of my favorite teams here, honestly. I really like, you know, the composition that they've come up with and what they bring to the table. So, you know, I'm looking forward to seeing them. I've been really excited about their season 2, but to be honest, I'm glad I'm not up there. Too much static for me.
Definitely.
Way too much pressure right now.
Momo, you have watched Ghost all of Season 1. Season 2, with this team change, do you expect them to stay at that level of consistency of being a top 3 team?
I mean, I've seen Ghost, and I've seen obviously, you know, the X-Splice, and now under this new organization. The one thing about Ghost that I love is each single player has had their kind of standout moments. You look at Sleepy Time, you look at Identives. Identives, for me, like Fallout said, I completely agree. I don't think they would have got the placements without him. I do think they're weaker, again, without him. But sometimes you take a star player out of a team, you replace him with someone on the same page as everyone else, and it can work better. I'm really excited to kind of see this matchup. But I seem to be disagreeing with a lot of the talent here, and I know I'm not as experienced as some of you guys, but I look at these lineups and I think Ghost.
Yes, we're going to see the MVP Speedy and Ghost Gaming go against Ronin and we're taking it straight to Fallout.
And here we go. Buckle up. It's going to be a good ride. Ghost Gaming and Identives playing against his former team in Ronin. Battle of the Latin American greats in this one, and I could not be more excited. Momo, we're going to kick things off with Dezenide. Take it away.
Dezenide straight away hopping on to B, but he's not going to be there alone. He's going to be matched up again. One player in the stands trying to wedge his way around there, but 3 go down. Identives, Rushy, Sleepy Time, all commanding the way there. Involving does take down one. It's going to take me a little while to see just the fact that, you know, you look at the squad, Identives on the opposite team, it's going to look weird for a little while for some people, including myself. However, starting off strong, Ghost Gaming.
Yep, completely agree. And actually, as you say, Ghost Gaming starting strong. Actually, he's going to be Ronin that somehow is able to break the setup of Ghost Gaming, who got the first initial 3 kills. But then it was Involving, picked up 2. But Speedy on the flank here, a big double kill from this man. Now the 3-cap domination's coming through. No one in range of the B hill yet, but it looks like the C hill will be broken. Ronin survives in this one. It's going to be none other than Chaos, the new reborn Identives now on this team, the slayer of this team.
Okay, well, surviving's one thing. The question is, can they push it all the way? So far, we've got that natural talent. And looking at Ghost Gaming, you know, I look at that roster, and I just see talent upon talent. It's whether they can gel together and find that chemistry, of course. However, Ronin, they seem very confident, already performing here in Dallas. However, coming up potentially their toughest opponent yet. A lot would say Chaos on your screen diving in. He's going to find one, I believe. That Sleepy Time just behind the corner will put him down. In fact, it was Speedy.
Big plays. Looks like Ribs going to take out Sleeper in this one, leaving Chaos in a 1v1, a crucial one at that. Ribs, of course, for some reason, goes under a lot of criticism in his 1v1 ability. Let's see what he can do here in this one. He, of course, is going to get tagged up 2v1, and just like that, it is going to be Ronin that flips the B hill on its head and is able to get control. But no, Chaos, a little over-aggressive in that situation. You have a 2v1. There's absolutely no reason to let Rushies do exactly what he just did to you. And instead, it is going to be Ghost that maintains control. 2 hills to 1 right now. And as things slow down here, Momo, I'm agreeing with you. I think Ghost Gaming is the clear favorite in this one. I know a lot of folks are giving Ronin a lot of credit. Franchise in the pregame discussion said he thinks Ronin's going to be a top 4 team in this event. Ribs, you saw in the interview, thinks Ronin's going to be a top 4 team in this event. But Ghost Gaming, United, Allegiance, Optic Gaming, Echo Fox, how do you put Ronin in the top 4?
Absolutely. It's very difficult, but again, the caliber that he's brought to kind of this event, it's very hard to put any team guaranteed kind of top 4. They're all going to be fighting for it. And you talk about players that you've been speaking to the likes of Waldo backstage and Trooper as well, you know, they were kind of telling me how strong this Ronin squad is, and I just couldn't get away from the roster that is Ghost Gaming, and maybe that's me being a little naive, but we'll see how this one plays out. Still in round number 1, we are going to see Ghost Gaming take that one away, and we are going to see them take the lead here very, very early on, of course. That respawn a little lower, and now we're going to get some weapon placements in. We're going to get that respawn up a little bit, but so far, Fallout, from what you've seen, just 1 round, a little bit of gameplay from these. Anything standing out to you from the teams? Yeah, I mean, a couple opportunities there for Ronin, but really it's all Ghost Gaming outside of that. You see Ribs there shaking off his hands, feeling good, staying calm and collected, as we know Ribs is to do. It looks like Ronin did place their first weapon. That weapon, I'm not sure exactly what it was just yet. We'll catch that in just a moment. Looks like that will be a Marksa placed, as Ronin loves to use those secondary weapons. They're going to get that Marksa on the hands of most likely Adverse, might be Sleeper as well. Let's see who picks that up for Ronin. And it is going to be Sleeper over Adverse with the Marksa. Of course, Adverse turning into more of a Slayer now that Identities is gone. And that was a question I wanted to ask yourself. You know, Ronin and everyone, you know, the X-Splice roster, everyone knew about Identities. When I came into the scene, it was all about Identities, this Latin American player who's just phenomenal. Now he's not in the team. We look at Sleeper kind of coming in. Is there a star player, or is it just a team of 5 great players? Is there one that's just going to take command? Because when I watched the old Splice, obviously now Ronin, Identities was the one standing up, screaming, getting in the face, commanding. Who is that now?
Yeah, I mean, from a hype perspective, it's hard to replace Identities, but from a skill perspective, Dezenide and Chaos, 2 incredibly strong players. Chaos, of course, dropped a 50 bomb earlier in his matchup, playing out of his mind. He is the hype man as well. I really look at Chaos to take a huge responsibility in stepping up his game. Of course, Involving is kind of the X factor, in my opinion. He's someone that plays really good online. I'm looking to see him perform on land.
Okay, well, in talking of Involving, he does go down there to Speedy Sleeper. Answering back onto Rushies, will fall down, and we're going to get a hot mix here, straight at the top at B. It is currently in the hands of Ronin right now. Adverse and Dezenide, they're coming up against Speedy and co. 2v2, as I believe right now. We're pushing forward. He's trying to try and get that initial, but not going to happen. Dezenide comes from B, picks up 1, finds the second, and that's going to be Ronin taking control.
That's the man I called out to go big, is the Slayer on this team. It is Dezenide. A good strong start from him. It is going to be Sleepy Time that comes in with the double kill. Can he get the triple? Goes for the head down against Involving. A very smart back roll from Involving there, but the teamwork is going to come through. Involving is going to go down. The revive comes in as well. Dezenide maintaining control of B, and Ronin with a 40-point lead right now, and it's only going going to continue to grow here as Desonite is holding that B hill. I'm interested to see how Ghost Gaming reacts. It looks like they have 2 dead right now, waiting for respawns, and now Ribs and Co are going to call a mid-round push. And of course, the new coach behind them, Joe, aka Fatal Strikes. What a storyline that has been, maintained as a secret until today. Finally, for the first time, people realize Fatal Strikes has stepped down into becoming a coach, and what an impact he's made on this Ghost Gaming squad.
We talked about coaches, in our previous cast and how important they are and how much of an impact they make. Like you said, Ghost Gaming, this could be kind of the, that turning point, that little bit extra that they needed to kind of prevail. However, up at the top, Desonite still slaying hard. He's going to find one as his teammate involved, and he's going to put Identives to bed there. And again, 133 to 189. This is looking very, very promising for Ronin.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful round. It's been textbook. I mean, they gained B hill control, and they just maintained their 2-cap setup. They didn't get over aggressive and go for the 3-cap. It's only round number 2. Player respawn timers are 12 seconds. There's no reason to overextend. A beautiful round right there from Ronin, textbook if you will. And now that we have a chance to breathe here, you gotta wonder, Momo, if Identives, and if and only if, I think we're both predicting Ghost to win this one, if Identives lose to Ronin, what does that do to his psyche? His former team beating him on the main stage.
I was thinking about that, and no matter, what you're talking about, if you leave a team to go to another team and then play against them in the next tournament or the next 2 tournaments, whatever it may be, there's so much on the line. It's not about, if you get the win or whatever it may be. It's simply the fact that you know that you're coming up against your ex-teammates. You've got so much to prove, and for me, Identities more than any, he chose to leave this. He needs to say that, look, I made the right decision. I don't think there's too much bad blood between these guys. It's all love at the end of the day, but I think Ronin will want to prove a point in saying, look, you made a mistake.
Yep, undoubtedly. Looks like Instance were placed low side. That, of course, isn't going to change the strategy, but that's just going to give the 1v1 players a prize to earn if they win that 1 versus 1 involving takes out Sleepy Time. On board is Speedy now, one of the only pro players who does not claw or play with paddles, and that is why he is still one of the greatest players in terms of the slaying category. 11 kills for Speedy, make it 12 in 2 rounds. This man has 12 kills already, on par for a 50 bomb if he keeps this up.
Yeah, living up to the name right there as well, not stopping at all. He's going to be right on the edge, trying to capture C there, and he might have the back of his teammates. He's going to back down. Rushy's going to help him out, and now involving trying to get back in the mix, but no hills in favor of Ronin. We are going to see the capture of A coming in for the boys of Ghost Gaming. However, will the C be broken? No, it will not.
Wow.
Ghost Gaming, and in particular, Speedy, just looking on fire right now.
And there's the hype from Speedy himself, leading by example with 12, if not 13 kills for this man. Speedy from upstate New York. He, of course, has his family in the audience here today supporting him, and he is trying to perform in front of them, trying to take his first ever championship home at a major pro circuit event.
And the whole of, the season 1 for me, when I looked at it, yes, Optic was kind of standing out, and you had the likes of Envy in the day. But the individuals that stood out to me, a lot are on this roster. Identities, Rushies for me, especially like Speedy, Sleep, they've kind of all come together. And I think this is a team, like, if they can get on the right page, if they can get firing on all 4 cylinders, they are a team that can take down anyone. I'm not sure if they're there just yet, should I say. But they've definitely got the potential, and of course under the great organization that is Ghost.
Yeah, well said. I couldn't agree more with that. Ghost Gaming, a squad that has so much raw talent and skill.
Yeah.
But to me, it's really their culture. I mean, do they have the positive leader in Fatal Strike now to keep their heads together, to not let them get down on themselves? I would say yes. One of the most optimistic people on the scene. He's done so much for the Gears community. It's good to see Fatal Strike in the coaching position behind Ghost Gaming.
Sleeper just backing down there, waiting for the teammate to come in, making it a 2v1, and wisely does. Uses the numbers to his advantage. His adverse who's backing him up there. Sleeper, of course, the newcomer towards this squad. Again, he has a lot to prove.
And to your point, Momo, he has so much to prove. Sleeper's always been known to be a great online player, but I was talking to Identives before this match, and he said, man, Sleeper, adverse, and involving choke on LAN. And I said, can I say that on stream? He said, go for it. So there you have it. Those 3 individuals are individuals that, of course, Identives is looking to isolate and expose here in map number 1.
I mean, that's the experience as well showing through. The likes of Identives, he'll know these guys like the back of his hand. He's teamed with them for so long, and through the whole of season 1, he's created relationships with them. He'll know them inside out. Can he utilize that to, his advantage? Definitely. However, can Ronin do the exact same? Absolutely. It is going to be a battle not only of your natural skill, of your teamwork, but it's a battle of wits and smarts as well. And right now, they're looking for Ronin to tie things up. C is going to be broken for now, but Desonite shuts down Speedy. Identities does fall, and this is looking very, very positive for Ronin to take it. Woo. They are going to tie things up, and I'm just going to call this now. Yes, I've gone towards the Ghost side, but this is very, very well possible to be, a map 3, a round 11, round 12. I can see it going all the way.
I'm getting excited at the thought, man. I'm getting excited at the thought and excited at the visual of Dezenide standing up and saying, I got you on sword, Sleepy. I think it's over Sleepy time. What a performance so far from Identives. Adverse, of course, performing as well. 2-2, we are all tied up now. A decision to be made for Ghost Gaming. They're currently deciding which weapon to place and where will they place it. Looks like I think they might opt for a block here instead. They're looking at nades. Okay, so giving themselves some grenades high side. They're feeling confident with that push. That, of course, isn't going to change the strategy. Expect 4 up to S4 in that area towards the B hill. But the difference is the winner of that initial fight gets some frag grenades to use as well.
Of course, coming towards the end of Friday, day 1 here at the Gears Pro Circuit, Dallas Open, $300,000 on the line, 60+ teams here. And it is getting into the meat of the tournament. Of course, we've got a very, very long day ahead of us, both Saturday and Sunday. However, it all starts here for these guys. This is a massive matchup here. And how much of a positive vibe you go from ending your last game on Friday, you go back to the hotel with a win compared to that big loss that you've just faced. It's going to be mentally straining for one of the teams. However, someone has to come out on top.
Oh my gosh, Sleepy Time just got away with murder with a kill over Dezenide right there. Misrolled and was able to still pick up 1. Now on board with Identives, former member of Ronin. And of course, it's weird to see him on the other side here. Ghost Gaming, Identives playing against his entire former team. He's gonna miss that instant. See what he can do. Big 1v1, make that a 1v2. He's going to turn on his teammate, turns around and takes out Adverse and manages to stay alive. What a beautiful play right there from Identives, showing why he is still the best Latin American player in the game.
This is going to get in their head. They're going to see that name. They're going to see that tag as Identives, and they're going to be frustrated with what they've just let him get away with. However, Dezenide is going to put him down for now. 2 players on timers for both squads, but we're going to see Ronin all up. As Identives still on that 10-second respawn. We're getting into round 5, so an increased respawn will occur, of course, as we go all the way till we reset it halfway through. 67 to 61 right now. Ronin have a slight lead. They're going to recapture C. If this continues, they both have the lead and the advantage.
Yeah, look at this. Sleepy Time recognizes, hey, we're getting flanked. Misses the wide open shot, but he's going to connect the second shot on Dezenide. Now needs to go huge and take out Sleeper. Misses the 1 shot, misses the second one, and he's going to get taken out from the flank on Chaos. And just like that, Ronin secures the revive, secures the B hill, and now puts himself in a position to win this round. The question is, do they play for the 3 cap? Or do they hold the 2 cap? It looks like they're going for the former.
All 5 down. 1 play's coming off respawn in 2 seconds. That's it. That's done. They're going to take over A. They're going to take the lead. And the great thing about this series is I just want to get back to this camera every single time because they are getting hyped. There's so much to prove. And the passion that's in this series right now is kind of unrivaled right now. I don't know where else to look.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think this Ghost Gaming squad had a lot of hype early on in Season 2. Keep in mind here, I mean, they had a roster change. They replaced their coach in PR, who they've been playing with, they've been living in the house with for 2+ months, and they picked up Fatal Strike. Of course, Fatal Strike could be a great addition to this team, but it takes time to mold. You know, Fatal Strike doesn't know the culture of this team just yet, doesn't know that the ticks, the nuances, and, you know, I think it's showing in the slightest. It's too early to tell, of course, what type of effect that will have, but you got to say, look at these guys. Ronin, a very strong start here, up 3-2, their first lead of this match.
And that's going to do great wonders to their confidence as well. Like you said, the first lead, they can go into this now maybe a little bit more confident on this 4v4 battle at the top here. Obviously, 1 player per team will go to the home, but rolling in, we've got a 3v3. We do see Ronin get control a little bit sooner. However, Rushies does go down. Sleepy Time is put to bed, and Speedy all left alone. That 1v1 against Sleeper, I believe he's going to fall short there, and we're going to see once again Ronin take full control, and this is just going from bad to worse for Ghost Gaming.
And I want to hop on board at some point with Dezenide. Dezenide has been performing so incredibly well in the shadow of Identives. I said that early on about Ronin, that in his absence, we need someone to step up as the lead slayer of this team. Dezenide has responded to the call of duty. 14 kills and 2 downs to his name. Big 1 versus 1 against Sleepy Time. He's going to completely shut down Sleepy, and Dezenide continues to be a thorn in the side of Ghost Gaming.
Really smart movement there from Dezenide. Can he do it once again? Not going to happen. However, 2 hills in favor of Ronin. We're going to see Ghost Gaming try and recapture C, and they will, but the point's still climbing for all those moments that they didn't have a hill. We're going to see them under pressure now. 3 still on respawn. Identive, Sleepy Time, and Rushies will be wanting to get back in the action. But look at the numbers. A 4v2 right now is not looking good, and Ronin, they're trying to extend their lead here.
Ribs almost did something disgusting. He manages to take out 1 in that death, but now all up to Sleepy Time. He gets shut down, and Ronin goes into the second half with a decisive triple cap domination. They're up 4-2. And Momo, we might have to stand corrected here, my friend. Ronin is off to a phenomenal start.
You know what? They're showing exactly what they're made of right now. And, you know, looking at these 2 teams are definitely favored Ghost going into this. But Ronin, and like you said, you know, some of the professional players out there have said Ronin are a top 4 team. And They know better than anyone. They've played, they've scrimmed against these guys.
Yep.
And right now, they're giving a bit of a masterclass. All 5 players hitting the double digits on kills.
Meanwhile, if you take a look at the stats here in a moment, take a look at Ghost Gaming and the individual on this team with 4 kills and only 9 downs. Identiv's arguably one of the best players in Latin American history, currently not performing incredibly well against his old team. Looks like they have his number. We're going to look at Identiv's to go huge here in the second half.
On board with Dezenide, and it's all blue in the kill feed, and that it means it's all Ronin once again. 3 players on the timers. But as you said, we are, of course, on those slower timers now, as we do see those 3 players back in the action straight away. However, great movement coming in from Ribs. Can't stay alive there as Sleeper takes the business, and Ribs and Rushies will be down.
Yeah, but I want to point out Ribs overextending right there, breaking F. Actually, even though they lost the initial, they're only down by 4 points, and that's because Ribs was able to make a play, break that hill, which took the pressure off of that D hill, and also took the point collection away from Ronin. Heads up play from Ribs right there, and now 50-42 is the score, and it's going to be all eyes on Ghost Gaming. I think the B hill push is the better play here, but it looks like they're favoring a home and away hill push.
Okay, well, everyone back up and on their feet. They'll be looking to get right back in the action. The overhead provides all the coverage we need, though. You can see that almost held line from Ronin right across the middle of the map, but 3 players are going to head up top here, trying to battle it out for that E-hill. Lancer fire coming down here from Ribs. Going to see Speedy take down Dezenide, and again, Ribs just putting damage into everyone right now. Real team player.
Adverse completely tagged up in the middle of the map here. Good movement from him to stay alive. Meanwhile, Identivs takes out Involving. How is Adverse still alive right now? Manages to be a nuisance. Meanwhile, Identivs, I called him out. He steps up, picks up 2. Here comes Ghost Gaming continuing to roll here. That 3 dead right now for Ronin. And now Ghost Gaming is going to spring into life here, pushing the away hill. They already took E, and they want blood right now. All up to speed in a 1 versus 1 against Dezenide. He's full red, going to back out and reset.
Yep, he needs the help of his teammate there, and that's well played from Ronin just to keep holding on. They're already 30 points ahead. Can they just keep the momentum just as it is right now? Maybe put a bit of a pause to it, get back in this game, because as things go, Ghost Gaming will take the lead shortly.
And yeah, exactly. If I'm Ghost Gaming, back out and reset. You currently have control of the 2-cap. You have the map in your control. Don't lose deaths and value your life, is what I would be saying if I was Fatal Strike's coach of this team. No reason to lose the 2-cap. Instead, they're going to go for the 3-cap. They're just going to break F, and they might cost them if Chaos can string together some kills here. Nope, it's going to be Ribs that helps shut that down. Ribs has really been performing so far in this map.
And right there, this is where the change is going to come in, as Ghost Gaming will take the lead with a 2-cap. Down, though, at E, down in the bomb, we're going to see the lance fire coming in from Rushies. However, Adverse and Koa trying to double up, and that's Dezenide backing him up now, and as they backing him up, he's pushing right through the enemy lines. He's going to be taken down. Rushies and Identivs there, finding 1 apiece, but Adverse answers back, and just like that, 2 more put to bed, and we could be seeing a domination, but he's broken.
Yeah, and look at the F-fill. That's Ribs again with Identivs. Another clutch kill, and that's going to be Ghost Gaming. Huge round from them. They were down early with the 2-cap. And you know, I said, hey, I think home and away hill, or sorry, E-hill push is the better play here. Instead, they knew something I didn't. There was a member of Ronin up at that old B hill at the perch and the outlook, and they were able to isolate that individual. I'm not sure who it was on Ronin. Take that 3v1 with that numbers advantage. They regained control and they fought their way back into the round. A very strong round right there from Ghost Gaming, showing that, hey, they're not all individual skill. They're not all shotguns. They got the brains to back it up.
Yeah, and a crucial round to say the least. To narrow that down to just 1 round instead of giving them that 3-round advantage. Really, really well played here. Coming in, we do still have the lead though. Coming in for Ronin. And again, a team that, you know, have been teaming for so long with each other, they kind of know their own community as well. So many fans back home. And like you said, the Latin American scene, I was there in Mexico, it is insane.
Yeah, a huge shout out to Latin American Gears of War community, the Mexican Gears of War community particularly, some of the most passionate fans, so much respect for these individuals. Speaking of passionate, this man Dezenide picks up an early kill, Adverse picks up 1 as well. If you are a fan of the Latin American scene or from the Latin American region, you're probably on top of the world right now, as your team, Ronin, is certainly performing.
Yeah, and of course, you know, we don't know how those guys feel. You know, the fans back home, you know, how do they feel about Identivs kind of choosing to go ahead? Do they support his decision? I'm sure there's some split fans out there, but a 3-cap looking to come in here for Ronin. They're going for F, will be broken momentarily, but Sleeper and Co are going to recapture that. 1 second is all they need, and just like that, we see Ronin bounce back with a round.
A strong bounce right there from Ronin. They, of course, lose the first round of the second half, and it's easy to lose momentum. It's easy in the second half of a game to let a team just run away with it, as we saw with the United in our first match that we casted against Blackout, but instead, Ronin quickly shuts that down. Now they have a 2-lead advantage. The boom shot placed down low. Interesting stuff.
Back to the 2-round advantage. And one thing I always think as well, you know, we see 2 teams battling it out for what is I don't know, 5, 6, 7 minutes of trying to just get one round, and it's so close, and then the opposing team will just bounce back within 60-second round and get it right back, and it almost feels like a wasted energy on that round. It must be very frustrating for Ghost to lose like that, but they got to answer back now. They cannot go 6-3 down. For me, that's a place you don't want to be, to say the least.
That is so true. Hard to come back, of course, from that big of a deficit. And so far, it's going to be all blue at the bottom left of your screen, with Chaos picking up a huge double. Involving picks one up as well. Identives needs to go big against his former teammate. Battle of the Slayers. And it's going to be Involving with the flank right there that shuts down Identives. So again, I'm calling out Identives against his former team to go huge. Meanwhile, Ribs playing home has been performing pretty well here on his side of the map, but can't do anything against a boom shot to your face.
Yeah, that's it. The power weapons are coming into play, and again, that's gone in favor of Ronin. Right now, 2 hills to 0 as it currently stands. The points are starting to rack up here for Ronin. Ghost Gaming currently steady on 24, not a healthy position to be in, and they're looking to dominate 3 players on time as Ribs and Identives only last alive. However, Identives does go big. Only Sleeper in the hill, a 1v1. Maybe Ribs can break through. Not gonna happen. Sleeper puts him right back where he belongs, and that is gonna be another round. Ronin, they know it is in touching distance. Map number 1.
Look at this man, Sleeper. And of course, Choche in the background there.
He loves it, man. I love his reaction. He's just having a good time up there.
Choche, the happiest man I know.
Yeah.
Jolly. If I could pick anyone in the Gears of War community to be Santa Claus, I'd probably pick Choche.
Okay, very strange analogy of that, but I'll take it.
Choche, the Mexican Santa. Hashtag. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. A good round right there from Ronin. Of course, Sleeper in a big game setting 1v1 against Ribs. He really sets the tone in that one. He gets up and makes sure Ribs hears it. Look at Sleeper representing the Cleveland Cavaliers here. A couple NBA fans in the house.
Absolutely. Rocket as you whiz. And we're going to see a lot of players all head down. Of course, that for one reason. There's a lot of action. There's the boom shot, of course, down by the barn. E being contested right now. He's currently still neutral, but as you can see, plays battling it out. The smoke is going to be covering it on full red. Is Rushy's going to have to back down. Adverse taking down Speedy. Back into the barn. We're going to see another battle go down. It's Identives this time. He's backing off. He can't make the shot. Chaos is trying to change things up, but it's not going to happen. He's only going to find the first, but Rushy's, remember, has the boom shot, and here it comes.
Doesn't add up A's into death right there. Rushy's now looking for the double. Smart play right there by Chaos. Actually, both players of Ronin just literally up A's into death right there. Not sure what the thought process is in that scenario, but now Rushy's left without a shotgun. He'll look to pick one up. He's going to grab that shotgun and out, bouncing right back into it. Here comes the action. Winner of this fight will be rewarded the B-Hill. It's going to be Involving on the flank here. He's going to get called out. Sleepy time, 180s against Involving. Beautiful play right there on the turnaround. And just like that, Ghost Gaming bouncing back into life here. It's going to be tough, like you said, Momo, to work your way back. Down 3, it's 4 straight rounds needed for Ghost Gaming.
And I feel like that's the speedy, the rushes we haven't seen in the last couple of rounds. You know, that natural kind of raw ability to just kind of take anyone on at any given time. Are we going to see it now? Desanide says no to Speedy. There's another player going down, and Desanide picks up the double, can't find the triple. Chaos trading things out is all blue until Identives finds himself a nice double as well. This is certainly not over right now. However, Ghost Gaming, they do have the lead, and they do have the 2 hills.
And then Identives actually able to get a break right there. So Ribs now just going to be a nuisance. He's going to try and win this 1v, but also just really maintain and block points. Ribs in a key 1v1 against Sleeper. He's going to hit him with the back A. Ribs over Sleeper in that one. He says, hey, you got me last time, bud. Not happening again. Now Ribs looking to be a nuisance. He's actually going to rotate back to E-Hill. Heads up play, recognizing, hey, we lost hill control. Rushy picks up a meat shield. Ribs still coming on the flank, and it's going to be, when the dust settles, should be Ghost Gaming to maintain control of E. I want to see what Ribs is doing, though. So I believe he is still alive somewhere. He's just being a nuisance on the other side of the map.
Yeah, just the fact that he's stayed alive for so long. He's been on that map causing trouble for Ronin for so long. Almost a thought in their backside right now. Chaos is going to fall as well. Identives is going to find him. Traded out for Sleeper, though, and now this is where things could get interesting.
And I thought my Identives in that situation, you picked up the first kill. Value your life. Don't push into a death of a 1v2. Sleepy Time has a Marksa behind you. Use that teamwork to stay alive and value your life. Instead, it is going to be Ronin who gets boom control.
Okay.
The weapon spawn timer from Choche. Out coaching perhaps, or out positioning was Ronin in that one.
And just touching on Identives there, I think sometimes maybe it is that passion coming in. He just wants to take on every single person on that opposing team with his current position right now. But he might need to just slow down a little bit, use his teammates. However, still in the lead, Ghost Gaming. Ronin need a triple cap right now. Otherwise, it's going to be slipping away from them, waiting for the boom shot to be played, and Sleeper still has it.
I want to point, Ribs stayed alive for so long there, and that really was the difference maker. Look at the Lancer fire, but the break is coming in. He needs to pick up a kill. He's going to get the break somehow. somehow Rushes lets Chaos get the break. Chaos gets a huge triple kill.
goodness.
He breaks the F-Fill. Somehow still alive. This man Chaos gets the triple kill. He's not done yet. Going for the fourth. His teammates are there instead, and just like that, Ronin is able to secure the break, but can they close it out? No. Ghost Gaming holds on.
However, they do recapture F206 and climb in. Such a close game. I don't even know who took it.
Ghost Gaming.
Ghost Gaming.
Ghost Gaming.
I think everyone was...
Wow.
The crowd just for a second there was as confused as I was. 1 second either side, that's a different game.
Well, look at him. He's like, almost.
He knows it as well.
Almost. He's praying to God right there if he got that fourth kill. Woo. Montage City. Then Chaos.
I thought you were going over this desk at one point. She jumped so high
I did jump very high. I was excited. At least to my right here. He saw me doing some acrobatics. I'm very passionate.
We need to ground Fallout. We need something to tie him down.
Literally or metaphorically?
Absolutely both. However, another round. Ghost Gaming currently 2 rounds away from tying things up. Of course, they need 3 back-to-back to take it. My goodness, I feel like this is just getting, it's almost getting kind of too hyped, and it's still only map number 1.
Exactly, and it's 6-3 was the score here. Imagine if Ghost Gaming can force a round 13. They, of course, dug themselves in quite the hole here. Ooh, here comes the push from someone on Ghost. It's going to be Dezenide that breaks ice. He has performed in such a strong way. Dezenide, I believe, currently sitting with 25+ kills. Make that 24. His boom shot in his hands will be 25 or 26 in a second.
Yeah, it should be. He's going to utilize that. Identity's just sitting back here, waiting for the push. Chaos and Co there are going to back off. I think now he makes his move, however, taking full damage. I don't think he's going to last much longer. That's not going well there for Ghost Gaming. The triple cap comes in, and just like that, map 1 will go to Ronin, and that is a big, big mark.
Wow. And look at this storyline developing. Ronin defeats Ghost Gaming, the #1 seed of this tournament in map number 1. Quite decisively, if I do say so myself. 7-5 was the score. Ghost Gaming, man, not a strong start from them. Of course, Ronin on the flip side playing incredibly well.
What type of statement does that make? Okay, Identiv's left this team to go play with Ghost Gaming because, as he said, he's shooting for #1. But you can't go to #1 if you can't beat the team that you just left. Rob,
Yeah.
What type of confidence does this give Ronin?
Oh, all of it. Honestly, I think Ghost Gaming overthought it a little bit. I think even in the early rounds, I saw it on their faces just as we dove into the cameras. They were just letting it get to them a little bit. It's 1 round, it's 2 rounds. We got a lot of gears to play here. Just stay focused. We're just, this is a big match right here, so we can't let it, get to you too much.
Oh, definitely. Okay, there's one part that really, it literally had me laughing. When Chaos went off. Listen, Fallout, he jumped like 6 times over the desk. It was ridiculous. John, okay, this type of performance from Chaos, Dezo, Adverse, how do you feel about it?
I keep making statements. We all make statements about Identivs. He's the best Latin American player in the scene. I think Chaos and Dezenide right there just made a statement of their own.
Absolutely.
I've got to agree, and I think, we talked about Identivs. The whole of Season 1, it was Identivs, and then someone else, whoever was kind of turning
The Identiv show, really.
Yeah, it really was, and he was the one not only playing well in-game, he was the one kind of standing up, screaming. It was all about him. But now you look at that team, and I'm looking at Chaos, and even maybe the quieter ones as well, kind of to step it up.
Yeah.
And I just think that they're on the same page. They're playing more as a team, and
play beautiful.
That's where I think Ghost Gaming, I think you said it, they're overthinking things, and I think maybe Identiv, those first early rounds, he was maybe looking at the scoreboard, I'm only on 4 kills, look at Chaos, he's on 12, like, what's going on?
And I think in Season 1, like, a lot of these players were able to become the Identivs of Season 1, but it's the way they molded their team and they put Identivs in a position to do those things. You're seeing it out of these other guys now, and it's very impressive to watch.
And you're right, the stage has been set for them. With Identiv's gone, someone needs to step up into that role of not only Slayer, but leader, hype man, etc. And I think Chaos is doing incredibly well.
Definitely. Ronin, they definitely made a statement. They just won map 1. I say we take a closer look at them.
We have the biggest fan base in Latin America. It's bigger than North America by far. Our team has improved a lot without Identis. We play for each other more. Like before we were just like individual players like in a team, but now we're more team oriented. Our goals for this season, win every event. Each event you go play, you have to win it. You have to go with that mentality. Our goal is to win every single event and lift in the trophy. That's what I'm looking for the most.
How can you mad like this team. Immortal Spawn, okay, so Ghost Gaming, they're down 0-1 right now. They have a new coach. How does this affect the gameplay?
I mean, we're heading into Lift right now, and if you thought Reclaim was, you know, a good game to watch, get comfortable, because Lift is in-your-face action. It's going to be a huge brawl. Ghost Gaming, they have to shake that off. They have the skills to win this B fight, which we're going to see a power weapon get placed there. We're going to see Rushy and Speedy, the duo, doing their thing over there. They just got to, you know, play their game and be comfortable and confident and stay aggressive.
Yes, there's one thing that I really liked on the keys to victory. Okay, we've seen Chaos go off all day long, but it said Adverse also has to turn up. Fallout, does Adverse have what it takes?
Yeah, you know, I was talking to Denevs again before this match, and he said Adverse involving Sleeper online players, they're going to get exposed on LAN, but the reality is they've been performing. I mean, you look at Adverse in map number 1 playing incredibly well. I've seen him show signs of greatness at LAN tournaments and at events. If he can maintain that consistency, I think this Ronin squad could be doing great things.
Oh, definitely. Lift takes a lot of teamwork, but we're going straight into Lift. Momo, take it away.
Okay, map number 2 here. Ronin, of course, if you just joined us, 1-0 up in this series. And honestly, I feel like Chaos has been waiting for this moment to kind of assert his dominance over this squad. However, he's got a long way to go, a lot of rounds to play. And right now, we're going to see the B hill still uncontested. No one able to capture just that. Of course, that lower respawn. Fallout, what are you looking for? Anything crazy is kind of map dependent. I want to talk, we've just seen Reclaim.
Yep.
Obviously, Rob was talking about going on to Lift. What is it we need to look out for on here?
I mean, in my opinion, it's less about the map, it's more about the players. I want to see Identities go huge in this one. You're playing against your old team, so much on the line here, much more than this 120,000 first place prize pool. Pride, ego, I mean, really everything. I want to see Identity step up here in map number 2.
I think he needs to, especially he started slow on map number 1. He's got a point to prove. He's definitely got the skill. He's definitely got the teammates and the backing to do so. It's all about him and on the day right now. This is day 1 here. It is Pro Circuit Dallas Open. I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as myself, and I can certainly say for Fallout, he's getting excited already here. But it's a great game, and especially once to finish Friday off.
And as things slow down here, I want to point out one thing that Chaos said in that interview really opened my eyes. He mentioned that Identives on the team made them play as individuals, and now without Identives on the team, that opens up the opportunity for them to play for each other. And you've seen that. You see this Ronin squad fly around, shoot for each other. All of them step up when it matters. It's not just the Identives and Chaos show, maybe the Desert Knight show, and all 5 of them are playing well.
And that's a really good point. I think Chaos, you know, he's not just saying that in almost to kind of say, yeah, we don't need Identities. He is proving that straight away, and that's only 1 map in, that the fact that, you know, Identities, yes, he was made to look like a superstar, but was that just because the rest of the players were playing so well around him? Or is that now just the fact that all 4 players who used to play around Identities are now 5 players playing together? And I think that's what they're trying to say. So far, so good, as Ronin not only 1-0 up in the series, they're looking to make it 1-0 in the map as well. 147 to 116, as we do see it creeping up. However, B has been taken away from the Ghost Gaming, looking to take that away.
Yeah, I like the push from Ghost Gaming right here. They're down 2 hills to 1, and they're actually going to use teamwork to identify a couple opportunities at flank. Speaking of flank opportunities, involving takes out 1. Rushy's misses an easy shot right there that he's going to hit every other day, but doesn't matter. Looking to connect for the double kill. He's going to get the down on Sleeper. Huge plays from Rushy's. He's not done yet. 1 versus 1 against involving. He's going to connect for the down, and this man Rushy's showing why he is one of the best pure slayers in the game.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and there you go, Ghost Gaming just like that. They'll take over B, and there's no contention on any of the hills, and that's a hot start for Ghost Gaming, and I think that's just what they needed. They needed that just to settle down, to get back into the game, and I think individually, that man on your screen, Identives, will feel a lot more comfortable with that first round secured.
I mean, here's the thing. Identives is playing with so much to lose. Ronin is playing with nothing to lose. I mean, the reality
everything
is
to gain.
Exactly. All eyes are on Identives. He made the decision to leave his team. He left his region, and of course, has gone under a lot of criticism from the Latin American side of things. He's playing with a lot of pressure on his back right now. It's a lot to handle.
And I don't disagree with, you know, his move, and I do understand, you know, in his kind of shoes. He wants #1, and yes, he was doing great with the Latin American squad, but if he thought that this was kind of the first step to getting towards that #1, to make a bit of a, you know, a squad to kind of take on the likes of Optic and all the other kind of top-tier teams, and, you know, full credit to him. He's taken it. He knew that he would maybe get a little bit of slack from some fans, but he's gunning for that #1 spot, and that's all he cares about. However, hopefully for him, he hasn't made that wrong decision.
Yeah. Only time will tell, of course. This tournament will be a crucial one for Ghost Gaming. #1 seed, they, of course, had a little bit of a target on their back in the early parts of Season 2. Now, it looks like Chaos going to be actually completely abandoning that B-hill fight. Chaos going on the flank here for that A-hill. Looks like he'll get the break, no problem. Tags up Identives, who is full red in this one. And now Chaos gets the break. That's all he wanted. Turns now and still manages to stay alive. Sleepy Time is full red here. Manages to value his life.
Yeah, and he has the backup of Adverse. I love that. just kind of the chemistry between the two players there, backing each other up, and not one player going down. The first to fall is actually Identives. And you're going to see involving right back off spawn. Chaos shuts one down. Ribs is the player to fall. Oh my goodness.
He pressed the X button because he meant to use the meat shield, and he played the arcade instead. Oh my goodness. That was the most ridiculous thing I have seen. Michael Shannon, thank you for putting an X button on this map, because that just made my day.
My goodness, that was, I mean, mistakes were made right there, but two hills will be favoring Ronin right now. That may come back to bite him and haunt him in this series.
Wow, that is crazy. Now, all eyes on Identives and team, as it was a perfect opportunity for Sleepy to go huge with the double kill. Instead, he misses the meat shield, and he leaves his team in a bit of a pickle now as they are able to bounce back well. They got the A-hill back, but look at the damage that's been done. 30-point lead right now for Ronin, 2 hills to 1. It's going to be Rushy's going to get tagged up by that Marks and needs to value his life.
Yeah,
a lot
really,
of Marks
really
to play
strong
so far.
play. Marks are coming in hard, and you know what? It's so damaging if put in the right hands. We kind of talked about it the season, season 1, and a lot of names kind of stood out. Kyle, of course, was one, and now for these guys, in the right hands, it can be absolutely deadly. Sleepy time, though, involving will no longer be as he's pushing forward and not stopping here. Pistol coming out, will put Adverse as well with a boot to the face. Is he done just yet? I'm not sure he is.
If I'm Sleepy time, I'm valuing my life right now. He's going to do exactly that. Takes his right-hand advantage, plays that smart, has the support of his teammate Ribs. Good plays right there from Ribs and Sleepy time. They really fought a 2v3 and did it well. Good team fire now. Speedy in a tough spot. He takes out one. Speedy, not done yet. He's going to connect for the double kill. Looking for the triple. On board with Speedy now. In a key 1 versus 1, goes for the up A and gets punished by Dezenite.
I like the way he kind of just stood still, played his time, maybe waiting for a few teammates to back him up there. He couldn't hold him for any longer. However, the 2-cap coming in for Ghost Gaming as that 164 hits a pause button until Ronin can recapture a hill. They're looking for C. Will they get it? More than likely so. However, no one on the hill just yet. Sleepy time, Rushies and Ribs all around, putting the pressure on. This is not good news for Ronin.
Big plays from Ribs. He takes out one, and he's going to actually stay alive here and get some good damage into Sleeper. So Ribs, great plays, is able to keep the 2-hill control. Actually, no, Hill's gonna be broken by Adverse, actually. Adverse takes out Speedy, so now about a 10-point deficit. This one's gonna come down to the wire. On board now with Sleepy. He's gonna miss the 1 shot. Dezenite takes him out.
These next couple of kills could literally decide the round right now, as 180 is coming up here for Ronin. However, V does go back in favor of Ghost Game, and Adverse hits the deck here as Dezenite pushing forward, trying to answer back. But right now, it is looking good here for Ronin as 3 players are going to be coming off spawn.
Speedy now in a tough situation, gonna miss the 1-shot opportunity. Dezenite's gonna completely run past him. Smart play from Dezo, but he gets taken out. Adverse downs Identives now. Sleepy picks up a kill on Involving. All comes down to these last few kills. Look at the score at the top left of your screen here. 197 to 198 is the score.
Look at B. B's being taken away. That's coming in from Ronin, and 210 is creeping up, and just like that, Ghost Gaming hits the pause.
No.
There's no hill in contention.
Huge 1v1. Rushies just needs to avoid the hill cap, and he's gonna get taken out by Adverse, but the rotation comes in. Hills grabbed for Ghost Gaming. It is tied at 205 apiece, and just like that, Ghost Gaming clutches up and wins this round. What a crucial round right there for GG.
And I feel that was a round which I kind of described in the first map, which everything was put into that round. That was blood, sweat, and tears right now. This is where Ghost Gaming previously, a round straight after, they just let it go within 60 seconds. They can't do that again. They need to keep that momentum, keep that kind of passion up. They're 2-0 up in the map count, right? In the map itself, of course, 1-0 down in the series. They're looking to push this to map number 3.
Here we go, weapon placement decision to be made. It's gonna be an M-bar placed on the bottom side of the map here. And of course, the Latin American scene in general, known for placing a lot heavier power weapons compared to their US counterparts. We've seen a lot of Insins, a lot of M-bars, a lot of boom shots from these folks in season 1. And now it will be Ghost Gaming with 11 kills led by Sleepy Time, 2-0 lead in map number 2.
A lot more normal looking scoreboard, shall we say, going into this one, as we do see just the 1 player on the double digits right now. Going into round number 3 though, jumping on board with Rushies, trying to get that shotgun down the throat of Chaos, and now we're going to find a 1v1. Bouncing back and forth, rolling in and out, but not going to happen. We're going to see Involving take down Rushies again in that 2v1. That's going to favor them. We're going to see A being taken away here. The Sleepy Time jumping on board alongside Identives.
And I love that strat call by Ghost. Instead of fighting for the B hill, they're actually just going to bait 1 person over there who forces 2, and then they're going to fly on the other side of the map, grab the home and away hills, and keep in mind it's round number 3, so 14-second player respawn timers. Good decisions right now so far from Ghost Gaming. I'm liking the teamwork.
Identives just backing down here, looking at that overhead. We see exactly where all the players are. That A and C of what we call a home hill, very close together, of course, and it looks like the full control of Ghost Gaming. They're happy to just sit back and wait for the push of Ronin, but right now Identives making a push of his own. He's got the marker in his hand. He's going to fall down and maybe a little bit too aggressive there. He's going to feed that straight to Sleeper, but Rushys and Ribs on the other side, though, they're picking up kills themselves.
Way too aggressive right there. Good job by Ribs, able to force a trade in that scenario. And now they're going to lose that A hill, but they do have a nice 20-point cushion. Rushy's breaking the B hill, so Rushy's a smart rotation. He doesn't want to stay, actually. He's going to rotate back to his home hill, recognizes the importance of supporting that home hill. He's going to tag one up. But you wonder if Rushy should just grab that B hill. Instead of going back to your home hill, trust your teammates off the spawn to win that. And now Rushy's going to be in a bad spot here. He's going to get the cap, but that's about all he gets. He's going to go down.
Yep, going to go down, and Bolvin's going to take him just like that, and more than likely going to take the B hill as well. But what happens to A is my question. We're going to see a lot of pressure coming in here from Ronin, and Ghost Gaming going to have to back down right now. Sleeper on your screen, tail between his legs, running, trying to regroup with Adverse, I believe, here.
And see if Ghost Gaming is going to go for a mass break. Looks like they have one pushing in, that's Ribs. That's two pushing in, that's three pushing in. Of course, if you have more people on the hill, that is more faster that the hill decaps. Smart decision right there from Ghost, but a couple headshots picked up, one from Chaos with the M-bar. Chaos picks up a double kill with that M-bar. Chaos is popping off right now with that weapon.
Yeah, and that was a smart play from what I can see. Ronin here, you know, just backing down. They let them take the hill, they picked up the kills, and they'll have it right back. You can see the scoreline. They are down a little bit, trying to go for the triple cap right now, but B is being taken away from them. They'll have those two home hills, of course, and a two cap will do it if they want to go for the 210.
And such a smart play by Rushies. He's known for the sneaky man, invented the sneaky man, if you will. Everyone credits him for being one of the sneakiest players in Gears 4. He waits for the cap and then grabs the decap and stays alive, but Chaos with the M-bar continues to pop off right now. 12 kills to his name, and he is on the hunt right now for Sleepy. With the support of his teammates, Sleepy Time should be going down momentarily, but Speedy on the other side of the map takes out one. Sleepy Time is going to embarrass make that Chaos in that fight right there. Huge plays from Sleepy and Speedy.
And the question was there for about 30-40 seconds. We saw Ronin have two hills. Ghost Gaming had absolutely nothing, and they do need just one to finish this off, but right now they don't have any. The question is, can they break? Will they secure? And can they reach the 210 mark? You can see Identives and co trying to do everything to stop them. Rushies takes down Sleeper. These kills could change the game right now. Rushies finds another. Chaos answers back, but just like that, they're trying to cap A. It's not going to change hands yet, and they are still without a hill.
Chaos goes to overextend towards B, but I believe he did get down here. He's going to be picked up in any second. Adverse gets taken out, and just like that, Ghost Gaming does it again. 2 straight rounds that really, by the book, should have lost, and they're able to clutch up when it matters the most. Great job by Ghost Gaming.
And I've got to say, these rounds are going down to the wire, and yes, it goes to Ghost Gaming once again, but we're talking 210 to 209 in previous series. This is just kind of getting a little crazy right now. And these guys, so much on the line, so much to prove. And believe it or not, this is a pool play game.
Yeah, that's crazy to think. Crazy to think. The story, the intensity, the trash talk, the rivalry between these two teams are that of a championship caliber match. Rome's called you Rogi. Oh, geez. Shout out to Rogi. Miss you, bud.
I miss Rogi.
I like you too, though.
I don't know what time zone he's in right now.
I don't know if he's watching, if he's alive or asleep or what's going on,
but we miss you.
Indeed. Mindfreak, speaking of which, shout to Mindfreak in open bracket right now. Last I checked, undefeated. They did beat Impact, Frag Out and Music's team. So quick open bracket update for you guys. We're jumping right back into this one. 3-0. Ghost Gaming leads, of course, down 1-0 if you're just tuning in. Ronin did win the first map, 7-5, quite decisive. And so far, it's all Ghost Gaming map 2.
Okay, well, Ghost Gaming start off hot with a 3-0 start. Will they be pushing this to a map 3? That is the question here. We're going to see the spokes come down. Chaos and Rushy is going to be the first ones in. Again, these initial gunfights can be so crucial. We'll back it down. Chaos full red needs the help of his teammates. Just trying to use that right-hand advantage. Rushy dropping down. We're going to see him stay alive,
Ribs,
surely for not.
Oh my God, Ribs with a huge flank, and all he had to do there, smart play, all he did was just distract him. He ran straight past him and let his teammates do the rest. Ribs makes the smallest plays that no one realizes, but a heads-up flank and a heads-up play from Ribs. He's been playing incredibly well for Ghost Gaming so far, really stepping it up in Dallas. He, of course, is under a lot of scrutiny in New York and beyond, and Ribs performing here on Friday.
Yeah, and that's, again, something that I love to kind of comment on. That is not recorded on a scoreboard, and those are the kind of plays that can change a game. However, Ghost Gaming looking to change this game right now, pushing them down, pushing them back. C is not gathered by anyone right now. These gunfights going down, and Ribs once again, the man of the moment, picking up a nice 2-piece there.
Adverse goes down as well, just like that. Ghost Gaming continues to roll. Rushies is finally standing up. He's getting hype, and Ghost Gaming is completely shutting down Ronin. All smiles from Ghost. Far, far different from last map where we saw them a little bit deflated. Meanwhile, speaking of deflated, look at this Ronin side.
completely different story. However, this is bound to happen when you get two teams of such caliber going head-to-head. You're going to get maps which are going to go one way and the other. For me, this has map 3 written all over it. Right before the series, I was kind of, leaning towards Ghost. I never changed my my prediction, but the talent group here, yourself, everyone else, the pro players as well, they were all kind of undecided. They were all back and forth between these two teams.
Well said. And it's interesting, the picks and ban process really surprises me. I wonder if PR, as a former coach of this team, would have made the same decision. Reclaimed is a very good map for Ronin, formerly Spliced in Season 1. They were an incredibly strong Reclaimed team.
Yeah.
But Ghost Gaming picked Reclaimed. And of course, Ronin picked this map, map number 2 here, and if really the flipped script right now in this one.
Sometimes the way that it pans out here, Speedy picking up a nice 2-piece there, Involver answering back, but we're going to see the revive come in. Advers is going to be shut down, and that is all 5 players for a very brief moment taken down, and once again, that is Ghost Gaming just showing their dominance right now.
The last member alive is involving. Embar out. He's going to miss the headshot on Identives. Connects for the second. Needs to take out his pistol. Instead, he wants the third, and because of that, Identives is going to get the 3-cap domination. Identives needed to make a play and actually had the right decision to have that Embar out. Even if he downed Identives, wouldn't have mattered. He still would have capped that hill.
Yeah.
Well played right there by Ghost. 5-0, Momo. They are completely steamrolling right now.
Yeah, we talked about a scoreboard in the previous map where only one player was dropping double digits. I think this is the same case for Ronin right now, and maybe they're not on the same page that they need to be. Ghost Gaming, they're kind of making a bit of a masterclass here. Making a montage is what they could do right now, but another weapon drop's going to go down. What are we going to see? It looks like we're going to have frags at the top.
Jeez. Look at the lethality of this map right now.
A lot of power weapons here.
A lot of power weapons indeed. Frags up top, boom shot in the middle, and of course an M-bar if you're going to able to win that B-hill fight. Interested to see what the strat is. We saw 3 over early on towards that B-hill. Something tells me it's going to be 3 or if not 4 over for the boom shot and frags now, and it will be 4 people playing for AC, boom, and nades.
The question is this a possibility for Ronin to get back into this? Are they too far gone? Is it the momentum just too much for Ghost Gaming right now? 5-0 is a big, big scoreline.
Yeah, especially if you're losing the 1Vs. Ribs takes out 1, grabs himself an M-bar. Chaos grabs that boom shot a bit prematurely. He's going to get taken out from Ribs across the map here. All up to Adverse. 10 kills and 8 downs to his name. Desert Knight comes from the flank, but he's going to get shut down by Ribs. Cross map with the M-bar. On board now with Adverse. 10 kills. See what he can do in this scenario. Tagged up. He's going to get taken down as well. It's really been all Ghost Gaming. Boom shot in the hands of Sleepy Time as well.
I love that play from Ribs, just kind of getting that kind of long shot there, using that M-bar, just kind of sitting back, picking off the plays that he needs to do, and we're going to see once again the hills all in favor of Ghost Gaming. This C, of course, yet to be captured here, and those points are starting to rack up for Ghost Gaming, but they'll have the same idea. They do not want to end this on points. They want to get that triple cap as soon as possible. Everyone jumping on board, trying to stop Desert Knight getting in. They'll be successful in that. And with a 6-0, we could be seeing an absolute whitewash here in map number 2 for Ghost Gaming.
And look at Fatal Strike, getting his team hype, staying positive. Identives! There it is. That's what I've been waiting for all match long. He's standing up. He's talking smash. I don't know, smack. I don't know if it's in Spanish or in English, but regardless, I love it.
At the end of the day, he's standing up against his ex-teammates right there and just telling them exactly what they don't want to hear. Identity's actually the only player 6 kills.
And this is Identity plays an interesting role on this team. I know we've been a little critical of his stat line for kills, but
what is that role?
Well, I mean, support. I mean, it's really crazy to call Identity a support player, but he no longer has to be the lead slayer in the limelight for his team. He can sit back and let Rushies, let Speedies do the work. That's why he's been having more downs than kills. I know it's quick to look at those stats and assume, but the reality is Identity's playing the role he needs to play.
Well, it's working right now. 6-0 is the scoreline, and just like that, Rushy's making light work of Chaos. And as you see,
that was disgusting, by the way.
Yeah, that was not nice to see. Ribs is just going to destroy Desert Knight. Sleepy Time makes light work of Adverse. It's just a one-way street right now, and it's a Ghost Gaming abomination. This is absolutely disgusting what they're doing to Ronin.
Oh my God.
I feel like they just want to get onto the 3rd map and get it going, because this is just not fair right now.
That is all she wrote. Ghost Gaming. Wait, no, nice little...
He's been just taken back.
E-Hill, actually. Yep, smart play right there from Desert Knight. So Ghost Gaming, though, really strong start from them. I mean, this is the Ghost Gaming that you fear if you are every team in the game. I don't care who you are. I know Optic Gaming is very confident against Ghost, but when they are all on fire like they are, nothing, and I mean nothing, can stop this. I mean, it's another level of individual skill meets teamwork meets chemistry, but the highs are so high and the lows are so low for Ghost Gaming.
Where was this team at map 1? Okay, because this Ghost Gaming is completely different from what we saw. You're getting up, you're talking trash. Identives is getting into it.
Yep.
The emotions are high. Fallout. It's looking rough, man. Your opinion. Who's it looking like for map 3?
You know, I called Ghost Gaming from the start. I'm going to stick with this Ghost Gaming prediction. I think they are too strong of a squad. Yes, they didn't start strong. I think Reclaimed is just a very, very good map for Ronin. Rob, you're nodding your head. I think Ghost Gaming is going to take it.
I agree. I mean, it is anybody's game for this map 3. I think we sort of even things up a little bit, but for the most part, you know, Ghost Gaming didn't overthink it. They just did their thing. They're staying, you know, aggressive, and they're playing hot, and that's what I like to see. That's
And you know who arrived? Rushies. Rushies
Oh my
finally
God.
showed up. Okay, so Speedy was, you know, the most improved player, whatnot. He's amazing, okay? But Rushies, when he's on point with Speedy and Sleepy picks it up,
Oh, yeah.
and Identis it's over.
Lift's a perfect map for that team, honestly.
Oh, big time.
It's in your face, and they don't let up, man. You just can't go anywhere.
Well, speaking of perfect maps, Rob, what do you think about Forge Blitz, map number 3?
I like the new Forge Blitz. First of all, you know, tighter map, and we're going to be seeing this duo up top on this.
They're dangerous.
Yeah, and it's
Rush and
scary.
Speedy,
So
you're talking about, right?
yeah, and definitely my favorite duo of season 1, and I'm so excited to be seeing them here. So overall, you're going to see a fight up top for the control room. That's going to give vision for the whole overhead map. There's a hill right underneath. There's some little tricky things you can do to play some home hill strats on this map too. So look for some intelligent plays out of these guys overall.
I love hearing him talk about, you know, basketball. He gets so geeky with it. I love it. I love it.
We got to
Best
bust out
thing,
trick
man.
strat or what?
The geeky stuff's my favorite thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, we'll bust it out.
So Momo,
I seen them doing it earlier, man. That's what it's all about, you know?
I love it.
definitely Momo. With the map 2 like that, I mean, if you're Ronin, you know, emotions are high, momentum is high on Ghostin. What do they have to do to get their heads back in the game?
For me, this is going to be really, really difficult. You know, they've just been absolutely destroyed. They've been almost embarrassed. 7-0. Yes, they secured map 1, which, you know, luckily they did, because otherwise this could have been an absolute whitewash. However,
Yes.
you've got to go into game 3 and just forget game 2. Go back, think about what worked on game 1 for you. What was working? Were you playing more as a team? Were you trading better? Were you pushing together? Or were you just playing a little bit slower, a bit faster? And go back to what was working, talk it over, and hopefully, you know, the coach, you know, it has that role. That's the role of the coach for me, to calm everyone down, forget about map 2, and go into this basically thinking, right, it's a best of 1 now. Let's do or
Yes.
die. Do not lose to Identis.
Yeah, and what better player to do it than Choche? Former member of this team. He knows their psyche. He knows their ins and outs. Choche, of course, competed in Gears of War 3 and early on in Gears of War 4. Took the step back to being the coach of this squad. I think he's one of the best coaches that we have here in the pro circuit.
Yeah, you mentioned the roster change with Fatal Strike, and it's a great point to make, because it is different. I mean, you had PR behind them for this long, and you know, Joe can bring that energy, and I think it's important for where not to get involved in a match like this too, because he doesn't want to overstep anything. So I'd love to see them come out on top here. It's going to be a great one on Forge Blitz.
Billy, I'm going to ask you real quick. I know you're asking, you're throwing things at us. You've been doing a great job, killing the hosting. You're a big basketball fan, I know that.
Yes.
Identives to Ghost Gaming, is that the equivalent of KD to the Golden State Warriors?
Well, the Warriors were the best. Ghost Gaming, they weren't the best, but they were up there. In the offseason, they were my favorite to, you know, dethrone Optic Gaming. But, you know, they've run into some hiccups. The chemistry isn't there yet. They've shown potential to be one of the best teams out there, but they just need to just pull it together. I hope they stick together, because all they need is time.
Yeah, well said.
All they need is time. Their X Factor, the beauty about Ghost Gaming, it's like Optic. They have 2 X Factors on that team, Speedy and Rushies. And then when you have somebody that's as consistent as Sleepy Time, I mean, sky's the limit. They just have to get it together. I mean, Rob, who do you think is the X Factor?
It's a great composition on this team, and I love this. Ribs is involved on this squad. That was one of my favorite things,
Yes.
because what he has done in his career, and when you put him with a Rushies, and you know, you talk to him and say, hey, we're gonna, you know, we got to fight this 2v1 a little bit differently. But at the same time, you know, Ribs is picking up on this, you know, this gameplay and being smart and aggressive. Just my favorite thing about the composition in Gears 4 is the vets and the new blood, and this is one of the examples on this team. I just love it.
Look at Ribs, only champion on this team. He brings a championship caliber player. Of course, Ribs has won 4, if not 5 championships with Infinity, with Legacy, and of course with Team Envious last season. Ribs has made his mark in Gears of War Esports, one of the only players to go pro in multiple Gears titles, Gears 2, Gears 3 Ultimate Edition, and Gears 4. I mean, you can't forget that.
Wow. I mean, that says it all. And for me, I think as well, you know, you said he's obviously the veteran. He's kind of done it all. To put the trust in all these kind of new bloods that maybe haven't won the tournament, that just shows the caliber of players that these guys are. Speedy, Sleepy Time, for example. We can see how good they are. They've just not got that championship under their belt yet. But once they do, if they do, what team do they become? How good can they be? What is the limit for this team? And that's the exciting thing. It looks to me like this is almost a bit of an all-star.
Oh, definitely. I would love to see this go down 6-6 for the bread.
Oh, yeah.
That would be beautiful, but
Why
we're
not?
starting off with Forge Blitz. Momo, take it away.
Okay, Forge Blitz, Ghost Gaming versus Ronin. A lot on the line. We've said it time and time again, Fallout. It's not just the money. For me, this is pool play. This is all about the bragging rights right now.
Yeah, completely agreed. And I'm looking at one player, Desinide, on Ronin. He went huge in map number 1. I'm looking for him to go huge here in map number 2. The Russell Westbrook, of course, the former duo to Identives. Let's see what Desinide can do early on. Chaos gets taken out all up to Dezo in a 1v2 here. Dezo downs 1, left in a 1 versus 2 situation. We're going to hop on board with him. Full red against Speedy, and he's going to get shut down. Speedy with the back A.
Really important, Ronin. They can't start here. I feel they need to get around on their belt very quickly. 7 back-to-back for Ghost Gaming. It's an embarrassment. They changed the game right now. They get around on their belt. They get that confidence back. This is where they do it. However, on board with Speedy, he's going to fall down. Probably going to be finished off. There we go. Adverse and Identives going to trade. Identives gets the double, though, making his mark already in map number 3. He says some of those players on Ronin, they're online players. However, they're turning up right now.
It's so weird to see Chaos killing Identives. It's almost like, did he just team kill?
Yeah.
It's crazy seeing Identives.
I'm still
in the
getting
squad.
used to that.
Still takes a while. Big storyline, of course, in the offseason. Identives to Ghost Gaming, and now they are playing against each other. His former team, Ronin. Ghost Gaming up in the early initial here. They win the up top fight thanks to Speedy, clutched up in the 1v against a full red Desinide, and now they hold the B hill. Interested to see how Identives will play in this one. Keep in mind, Rushies, when he's standing still, you'll see he actually plays with his dead zones so high that actually his camera moves automatically for him. So be a heads up for you guys out there, any aspiring Gears players, don't always assume your dead zone should be at 1 or 2. You can keep them a little higher than you think.
I'm always a big fan of a player which, you know, Gears of War is very fast-paced, everyone's on the move, it's all about movement, but when someone can be so good and so effective when stood still and just kind of control what they've got, I'm a big fan of that, and that's just kind of the essence of the game. And sometimes Rushy, a great example of that, he's moved around, he's flanked, he's managed to cap their home hill, and now he's backing off, he's staying alive, and he's been a nuisance.
Smart play. Rushy's doing what he does best. I mean, he's so sneaky, gets a decap, wins the 1v, makes sure Adverse knows it. He's going to continue to be a thorn in the side of Ronin right now, playing for this A hill as well. He's going to actually recognize a call out, but here comes Speedy on the flank. Easy kills, easy money. Ghost Gaming is continuing to fire off right now.
The question is it 8 back-to-back? That's the question. Do Ghost Gaming continue this momentum, this steamroll that's coming in? Rushies has just been dominating here. How long is he been alive? It's going to make it another, and he's throwing for the triple cap, but V will be taking down. The scoreline, though, is getting a little bit scary if you're a Ronin fan. They're going to need to push for a 3 cap here. Ghost Gaming looking very strong.
Sneaky Manning doing what he does best, and Desinide has no idea. He's going to let 1 run past him. That's a 2nd run past him. Rushies, you are the sneakiest player in the game. You got to clutch up when it matters the most. He's finally going to get called out. Downs 1, grabs the meat shield, and Rushies is a complete nuisance right now. Such a good sequence right there. 6 straight kills, 1 death for Rushies.
Yeah, could have been more as well. He could have picked up the 2. He finds the 1 though, and it will be enough here just to kind of delay this. And just like that, that whole time he's been alive, they managed to rack 180 points up. Now 190. Ghost Gaming are on fire. We are going to see the B hill taken over by Ronin shortly if it continues, but they don't need it right now. They only need C, and it is looking very good for Ghost Gaming. This would be 8 rounds back-to-back, and Identives are having a 1v1 over here at B.
Oh no, Identives.
Not going to make a difference, though.
It makes no difference at all. Looks like Identives calling for a timeout here. Speaking of basketball, they have, this is their 15-second time. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not sure. It looks like a technical issue here going down for the Ghost Gaming squad, but Identives did lose that 1v2 Desinide. I think that says something. That says something.
He's pointing to his earphones, maybe it's something sound or technical-wise, but we'll be getting into it as soon as we can. The big kind of story is, you know, it was 7-0, now it's 1-0, you know. They're starting where they left off. They've got everything going for them right now, Ghost Gaming. Do they just continue this dominance? Is it just kind of a bit of a steamroll?
Round straight? I mean, that's making a statement. Ronin, they're not able to breathe right now.
Yeah.
Immortal, what's your take on this?
I mean, it's looking like Russia's playground out there right now. I mean, if you know, breaks are very underrated. I talk about it a lot. You know, it's one of the things in Gears. And what he'll do is he'll just go and get a break, and he'll just keep moving. And you know, that's one of those things that you sort of saw there, and sort of rubber banding. You want to take the map that your opponent is giving you, and Russia's, he sees it. He sees when he can go somewhere and take it. And you know, his little secret man there, letting the first guy go, because that guy's not going to tell his teammate, and then you have a perfect flank. So it's a flawless play out of him.
Yeah, smart plays from Rushies, and it's hard to clutch up in those situations, man. I mean, you're in a 1v2.
Yeah.
You're going to get called out immediately because someone's spawning right behind you. So he, of course, didn't clutch up the 2 kills, but it's not the kills that matter. It's the decision making. It's the fact that this guy is 18 years old and plays like he's a seasoned veteran. Rushies, of course, decided to change his gamer tag to Rush Man. Maybe it's not Rushies playground. Maybe it's Rushies office at this point.
That was pretty hilarious. I mean, it was really smart on his end. So when he did his little, you know, hide and go seek flank, he didn't turn around and fight the other 1v1. He made sure that guy on the ground was dead. I mean, it's split-second thinking like that that makes all the world of difference.
You better believe he wanted that kill, because if he didn't get a kill, it would have all been embarrassing for him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just the awareness to to grab the one guaranteed kill with the quick meat shield there sets him apart.
Yep, I couldn't agree more. And then talk about the initial. I think you saw Speedy and Rushies, the duo. Rob, you called it out in the pregame, dominating that fight. You saw Desnite almost make a play, and I called out Desnite. I want to keep watching Desnite in this one, but really, it's hard to beat Rushies and Speedy up top when they're playing on an off day, let alone playing on fire like they are now.
Well, that's what makes them so dangerous, because a lot of these maps in the competitive cycle are, there's duo spots on the base strats. There's like these duo spots, and these two have been working together for so long, and that's why you want to keep building with somebody, and you get comfortable with that person in a spot. So it's tough to deal with them. You almost say, like on the other side of it, you almost have to approach it and not match them. You got to do something different. I want to see a 3-2 up top.
Yes.
I want to see throw a smoke up top and send 5 to their home and do something else. Don't play into a 2v2 versus Rushy and Speedy, because
You don't want to do that, man.
you have a lot of things that you can do. Like, why force it? I don't get it with the base
It's
trap.
like playing chicken with a car, man. Like, you know it's coming. You know the truck's going to hit you. Like, get out the way. One thing I definitely want to see, these two teams, they have pretty similar play styles. I want to see Ronin pick it up on her slanging. Chaos has been going off all day. This is his time to actually pick it up for his team. We're starting back up on this game. Fallout, take it away.
Here we go, on board with the man himself, Rushies. He, of course, taking that front spawn, 8 kills for him. And you look at the difference, speaking of slaying, as my man Veli just pointed out, look at the difference in kills right now. 8 kills for Rushies. I believe that was 7 for Speedy. And keep a close eye on that up top fight. It's going to be Desnite, and I think it's Chaos playing in a 2v2 against Rushies and Speedy.
Okay, a little timeout coming in there, but will it affect Ghost Gaming? Will Ronin have benefited from that? We'll wait and see. But Rushies, the truck is coming. Like Veli said, it was just about a time. Speedy and Identity's going down. Rushy's still making a mark on this. He's 10. Oh my goodness! And every single kill, he's making them fully aware of what he's doing to them.
Gosh, this guy, Rushies, is just on fire. It's the best feeling in the world in Gears. I know Veli's never felt it before, and Momo, you certainly haven't. When you're on fire and you're playing well. I'm kidding, but it's the best feeling in the world. You're not missing shots. You're heating up, and Rushy's certainly feeling that right now.
He's feeling himself. He's feeling really good, really confident, and that's the best way to be. When your shot's on and you're so confident, it's just kind of a snowball effect, and you'll continue to see the dominance coming in from Rushies. If his teammates are still on the same page, though, it could be all over. However, Ronin, can they get around? It's been 8 straight for Ghost Gaming in total. However, Ronin do control both C and B right now.
The reason Ronin is winning this round and is in control is really because I think a big part of it, in the initial, Rushy's got the first kill. If I'm Speedy, back roll and stay alive. 2 times now, Desnite was able to take out 1 in his Martyr, and that has allowed Ronin to stay in it, whereas they would have lost complete map control if it wasn't for that 1 kill. I mean, that makes a difference. If I am Fatal Strike, coach of this team, I'm telling my team, hey, we have a 2v1 up top, no more deaths.
No more deaths. Are they going to listen to Fallout? That's the question, though. Are they going to continue their own play? We'll see how they adapt, how they play, and Ghost Gaming, they're going to take control of B. We're going to see a scoreline of about 60 points here in favor of Ronin right now. However, at a hill deficit, should I say. Speedy looking to get back in the action. Full red right now, just recharging.
Oh my gosh, Adverse with the marks. So one of the better marks of players, of course, on that Splice roster back last season. We saw him do some disgusting things with it. Marks it in his hands right now. He has one down, Rushies. He's going to get tabbed up by Sleepy. He's going to have to back out and reset. And now he's going to rotate to his team. Look at the push that's coming in. I like the strat call. Adverse putting in some good shots on Ribs. That's 2 shots. That Ribs is full red. He's missed those last 2, though.
They're the ones you want to connect, and one more. I think he's going to find him just across the map there, but his teammates are going to back it up. It's Chaos with the double, and just like that, Ronin, they're looking more comfortable.
Look at Evers, smart play. He recognizes, hey, we're winning across the map, let me back out and reset. Look at the team fire that comes in on Rushies. He knows that Rushies is one of the most sneaky players in Gears, and he's going to completely have his number there. Meanwhile, Identa's on the other side of the map, shutting down his former duo in Desnite, involving, takes him out, and now it is Ronin with a clear lead. Ghost Gaming needs to clutch up here in these final moments of the game.
They were so far so good in the round. Maybe the timeout actually favored Ronin more than Ghost Gaming there. 2 hills and counting. This should be all Ronin right now to tie things up, as we are going to see 3 players fall down. Ronin, they are going to get around. They're going to stand up, and that's Chaos. And I like that leadership from him.
I love it. He points to his teammate. He says, stand up. We are in this game. We are dominating right now, and we need to transfer this energy back to our side. I love the leadership right there from Chaos.
And right now, even though they lost 8 rounds back to back, right now, at this moment in time, they're even. You know, they got 1 map apiece, they got 1 round apiece. It is just about getting 6 more rounds for your team. Right now, Rushy's 11 kills. We've got Chaos on the flip side, though, 12 to his name. And still, we're going to see a lot more Gears of War to come, of course. Friday here, we're going to end with this game. We're going to obviously recap today. We're going to see all the other feature games going on. Keep you up to date with that. However, it just gets me more excited for Saturday. And, of course, that Championship Sunday where we're going to crown a champion and give that beautiful trophy to someone.
Yep, Torquo placed up top. Ghost loves that Torquo, especially in the hand of Speedy. And they've actually taken a good 2v1. Actually, smart decision right then. They shut down Dezenide. He's been the one completely dominating this fight. But look at the rotation that comes up. Adverse comes. Team kill comes in. Chaos gets taken out. And just like that, 3 dead right now for Ronin. A dominating performance right here from Ghost.
Absolutely. And just a reminder for you guys at home as well, winner of this will more than likely take the first seed in this pool, which will be big going obviously into the brackets. We'll obviously see where they're going to pan out a little bit later on here, but still tied 1-1.
And speaking of that, on the other side, quick heads up in case anyone has not done the math yet, United, assuming finishing first place in their pool, which they're in a good spot to do, will play against Optic Gaming, finishing second place in their pool, which they're assumed to do in round 1 of the winners bracket championship finals. Or sorry, championship bracket. Sorry, I'm really excited to see how that match takes place.
Really intrigued to see how all this bracket goes down. Obviously, a big talking point today was the first game of the day. Optic Gaming on the Bravo stream didn't go so well with them. They're obviously looking to bounce back, which he kind of caught with him. I don't think they were kind of too bothered about it. They obviously wanted to win, but it's a pool play game. You know, it's not a Championship Sunday game where it's do or die.
Yeah, that's so true. Of course, everyone. Oh my gosh, Identives. What did you just do, and how did you do it? Double kill for him. He was full red right there from Sleeper's marks and was able to pull off a kill. Meanwhile, Adverse picks up a double kill. He is down. Identive's going to clean that up. Adverse might get up, though. Nope, he's going to get taken down. So Identive's heating up here. 3 straight kills, 9 kills for him, 70 seconds dead. Here comes the team fire.
Lancer Fire going down over to B. He's not going to be letting that one go too easy. Ghost Gaming definitely have the lead here. We've got a 50-point lead as both A and C in control of their home team. B, though, no one has control of that, and Identity's making it so difficult for Ronin. And I love this play because his team, and he in particular, doesn't need to go for this. He's happy to just keep it uncontested right now.
Yep, 1v1, Identity versus Sleeper. He recognizes, yeah, we have a great 50-point lead in this one. No reason to fight this 1v necessarily, especially when Rush is doing that. 2 kills picked up for Rushman, as he is going to force now Sleeper to back on reset, but Sleeper staying sneaky. Identity is going to have his number. No, he is not. Sleeper shuts him down, and now it doesn't matter. On the other side of the map, Ronin is getting completely shut down towards that A hill.
Yep, A is going to be very difficult here. We're going to see the time ticking, and whether it's for triple cap or even the score of 210 is looking strong for Ghost Gaming. They're going to have that 2 cap as B is going to be taken back. Triple cap comes in, and Ghost Gaming, they get the rounds rolling once again.
There it is, Fatal Strike behind them, keeping the good vibes, keeping the positivity. So you like to see, that's what this Ghost Gaming squad needs, a stronger voice to keep everyone's head in the game. Ghost Gaming, a team that started so strong, Momo, in our beginning of our 2Ks in Season 2. They won 2 or 3 2Ks. They felt great about it. They were talking all sorts of smack on Twitter, and then, of course, it all kind of went downhill from there until this moment. Ghost Gaming, most money they've ever played for. A lot on the line, that's for sure.
Oh, 100%, $300,000 here at the Dallas Open. So many teams, of course, in that open bracket fighting their way through, trying to get a chunk at that money. Of course, the breakdown, you know, you finish first, great, 120K, but there's still a lot of money kind of spread out between that top 8 and the hierarchy. Obviously, you climb up, more money all counts here. 5 players either side. We're going to get back into this. A and C home hills will go either side. Interesting to see this up top battle. It's going to be Speedy and Rushy's once again. Adverse with the Lancer Fire smoke coming down. Sleepy Time backing him up as well. This is going to get interesting.
Speedy picked up a huge double. That's 2 dead, all up to Adverse. He's actually going to overextend right past him. No, he turns on him. What does he want to do here, Adverse? Make up your mind, but he's going to actually go for the overextension. Flanks that B hill. Identives now trying to call out where he is. Speedy picks up one with the torque bow. Speedy, in my opinion, the best torque in the game. Such a strong torque bow player. Adverse is going to get flanked here. Oh my gosh, Adverse turns on him, but the torque bow is going to be stuck. Look at this guy, 2 for 2 with torques. 3 cap domination comes in, and that's going to be all she wrote in this round after this kill is picked up on Dezo. Dezo gets shut down, and there you have it. Ghost Gaming, another dominating round.
Yeah, and that torque...
Wait, they're not capping.
They should be. Get back on it. What are you doing? You're too excited. That torque, though, that's scary. Like you said, best in the game. I'll not doubt you.
I can hear him through my headphones.
I actually stopped speaking there to try and listen to what he was
saying. That's how loud he was. You know, we heard one of the keys to success was Speedy. Listen to Speedy. Maybe they were talking to Ronin, because they obviously, the guy has a lot to say to them.
Well, as I was saying, that tour, disgusting. Simply disgusting.
Yep. You saw a sliver of adverse right there. He was able to pick up the kill.
I just saw someone blow up on the other side of the map. That's all I saw.
You know, Speedy, it's interesting. You know, for anyone that's been playing Gears for a while, there used to be a little thing called the underground scene. Shout out to any UG players out there. Back in Gears 2, Explosive, Summons, and of course Speedy, 3 players that came from the underground scene. They didn't play with power weapons. It was literally all shotguns on the map. You weren't allowed to use a power weapon or any weapon outside of your Nasher, and it goes to show why they have such good shotguns. So it's surprising to see Speedy as good at the torque as he is.
Yeah, I mean, that shows the caliber of player. Just the fact you're able to adapt when some players have been playing for years on a certain rule set, and these guys, they want to get to the top of the top, and you've got to play these rule sets to become that. However, talking to the top, Speedy himself is going to try and find 2. Only finds the 1. That's going to be Chaos. It's traded out by Desonide now. A battle of Rushy's. Rushy wisely backing off here as we do see 3 players put on timers here. 2 for Ronin right now, however, the domination.
Yep. Rushy's fighting a 1v here, but his teammates need to clutch up on the other side of the map. Rushy's going to get taken out here. Identus pushes in and gets a break. And he's just going to keep being a nuisance. Heads up play from him. Ribs comes on the flank uninvolving. Ribs needs to go big. He takes out 1. Ribs now against Sleeper. The support fire is going to come in from Identives. And Ghost Gaming, thanks to that push from Ribs and Identives, stays alive. They now have a 5-on-3 scenario here, Momo, for another 10 seconds or so. If I'm Ghost Gaming, I'm taking my numbers. So not when Desonide is doing that.
3-1, they're looking strong here so far. Another Torque player is Desonide. He finds 1, not the second though. We're going to see Speedy taken down. Desonide making moves here is going to be shut down by Sleepy Time eventually, and you've got to cast your eyes though to the top left. Ronin 99 and breaking that triple digits here. They've got 2 hills in their favor. They're looking strong here, but Rushy's trying to take back big. He's going to neutralize it for now. And now the only hill in favor of a team is Ronin on A.
Rushy gets shut down and taken out. Sleepy Time now, 9 kills and 4 downs to his name. I'm looking back at our feature stations. Looks like all of our matches have wrapped up. If you've been watching the Bravo stream, you've been tuning into that action all day long. Of course, go to live.gearsofwar.com to catch all the action here in Gears Pro Circuit Dallas. On board now with Sleepy. Misses his first shot. He's going to get taken out here momentarily. Ribs now needs to go big in a 1-2v4 right now, but the rotation comes through. It is Identives. Here comes the artillery. Speedy comes through, but Sleeper shuts it down, and Ronin clearly going to win this round with a 80-point lead, all up to Rushy's to try and keep his team alive.
Yeah, much needed as well. You don't want to be given that 3-round advantage. You've just been defeated 7-0. You don't want to be going down 4-1. It is showing a bit of a one-sided affair, but Ronin say no. They bounce back. They find a round. They'll be 1 behind here. Ghost Gaming 3-2 right now. This just has a round 13 kind of written all over it.
Oh, indeed it does. Meanwhile, I'm hoping this goes around 13, but open bracket is completely popping off right now. We've had some great teams in that open bracket emerge. Really surprising to see Gosu Crew get knocked to the losers bracket by FYC. Big shout out to Traumasaur, aka one of the most passionate, hype-filled players in the Gears Pro circuit. I'm a big fan of his and the work that he does.
A lot of passion just in general. I mean, I myself kind of came to Gears a lot later than pretty much everyone here, and just kind of the passion is the one thing that stands out to me above everything. I say coming to a Gears event is like no other, and I mean that. It's seriously completely different. The passion these guys have and the desire to win. And talking of passion, this is a game full of it.
Yeah, completely agree. The game itself is just so intimate. When you kill someone with the shotgun, it's like a beautiful dance. You feel like you truly just dominated that person with the Nasher. Of course, the body exploding doesn't hurt in that category as well. Sleeper now tagging up 1. Here comes the double torque bow kill from Chaos. Speedy takes out Adverse. Ronin off to a strong start here thanks to this man. It's Chaos with the torque bow.
Yeah, this is really big, and we've seen obviously what it can be achieved in the right hands, and Chaos is showing exactly what he can do with it round. Ribs in a 1v1. You don't want to be tagging up your buddy there. Make sure the shot is connected. Ribs does go down either way. Rushy's going to be trying to back him up. Chaos, though, in a bit of a sticky situation here. Smoke down. No one can see him just yet. He's trying to find someone off spawn. Torque is being triggered. Swarm will dominate in 3 seconds if no one breaks it. The break will come in though as 2 players find their way back into the A hill. We are going to see a very, very strong defense though on the offense, and that's coming in from Ronin. They're going to tie the series up. It is all even, 1 apiece, 3 apiece. This is getting a little bit too tense for a pool play game. I'll say it time and time again. This is something I cast over and I expect on a Sunday.
That's so true. No such thing as too intense in Gears, that's for sure. But you're spot on. This is a championship Sunday caliber match. 3-3. We are tied at the half. Keep in mind, folks, second half here, the hills will flip, the weapons will reset, and player respawn timers return to 10 seconds. So it becomes more of a 2-cap and rotate type of game. But of course, on Forge Blitz, such a small quarters map, it's really easy to get those 3 caps as well. Interested to see how this play breaks down.
Okay, so the power weapon's taken off, respawn back to normal. Interesting to see how this comes out because, you know, the last couple of rounds it's been all about the turbo, all about those power weapons, and now it's just back to that Nasher, that Lancer, that raw gun skill, and pure teamwork.
Yep, well set. On board of Chaos right now, 2v2 against some Titans in Rushies and Speedies on the high side. Looks like Chaos with 15 kills doing his thing here. Huge 1v1, misses the up A against Rushies. Rushies, is he gonna make him pay? No, it's a double down that comes through. Dezinite takes out one, but where is Speedy? No, Dezinite already killed Speedy. Huge plays from Dezo. He continues to be the one that goes off in this one up top.
I love this as well. Sleeper's just winding him up. He's just gonna say, yep, you can get back up, but you're going right back down where you belong. Ronin, 40 to 35. The score not important though now. Maybe a potential triple cap. These kills can mean everything. Smokes in abundance now. Sleeper backing down. Speedy's gonna fall as well. You see the kill feed is back and forth, but Sleeper finds the double. That could be the domination. No, he's broken.
Rushies comes out of nowhere with the break. He's still alive. Sleeping Time takes out one. Finally, Rushies gets taken out in this one. And just like that, Identives grabs one as well. Somehow, some way, Rushies, who literally teleported, I swear to God, Mom, I don't know where he came from, keeps his team alive in this one, and Ghost Gaming lives to fight another day.
Broke through that smoke, rolled right through it here. And if for any reason Ghost Gaming take this round, it's a complete role reversal, and that can be a crucial round, one which we'll see Ronin live to regret. However, Ronin, they do have the significant lead. It is all neutral in hills right now.
Yeah, I mean, a 50-point lead in round number one, or sorry, round number 7, technically speaking, but the first round of the second half should result in a win, especially picking up 2 kills from Chaos and Dezo, but a big 1v1 here. Sleeper versus Speedy. Speedy takes out Chaos. Speedy's gonna head down, but gets taken out by Sleeper. 14 kills to his name. 2 hills to 1 is the lead right now for Ghost Gaming, but they have a 45-point deficit.
Okay, well, Ronin, we're milliseconds away from taking this round. Are they going to live to regret it as D not only is neutralized, but a triple cap potential? No, E is going to be taken over, but D neutralized. That point, that 50-point lead we talk about, is now down to 25. It's suddenly going to be down to 20, and it's counting all the way down. Ghost Gaming, they are right back in it, out of nowhere.
Speaking of sneaky, look at Dezinite. Rotates all the way past all members of Ghost Gaming to the other side of the map. Breaks the F hill and now is looking to crap it, but of course Rushy's going to shut that down. Ghost Gaming continues to roll here, and you got to say, if you are Ronin, you're kind of kicking yourself.
Oh, 100%.
Why push for the 3 cap when you have a 2 cap control and really you don't have a clear advantage? So it's only round number 1 of the second half, only 10-second respawn timers, and instead Ghost Gaming is just completely running away with this round.
Yeah, and Identives, I love the positioning from here. He's not only winning the gunfights, but he's also capping the hill. Teammates coming in, the triple cap more than likely will be broken just for a second. That coming from Chaos. I say that not at all. No break will come in. And that's a crucial round. That is a round which could just declare the map right now.
And look at, I like Fatal Strike, man. Here's one thing we haven't talked about with Fatal. We talked about him as a coach, the optimism that he brings to this team. Him and Ribs teamed together for the entirety of a year and a half in Gears of War Ultimate Edition. Rob, we had a chance to cast that match, or sorry, that event where they played together. They are best friends. Ribs lived with him for the better half of a year. They teamed together. They work really well together. I think it's a great 2-person chemistry that's about to turn into a 6-person chemistry with Fatal Strike on this team.
And that's stuff you can't get overnight. That's something a roster switch just doesn't change anything. When you build up a relationship with a player and a person like that, that transitions into gameplay. It transitions to not only you two, but like you said, the other 5 people on that roster as well. It's now a 6-man roster, and like you said, it is showing here Ghost Gaming coming back, not only with a 7-0 victory in map number 2, but they're now leading 4-3 in a final match.
Both Rushies gonna tag up Chaos. He's gonna go down, but guess who's still alive? It's Dezinite. He's gonna overextend, and guess what? He's gonna get a hill break easily. No one is there for the stop. All of his teammates are really dying besides Adverse, and that's such a big play right there from Dezo. He's gonna be left in a 1v. Good first shot. He's gonna break Rushies, but he gets taken out. Smart play by Rushies, taking his right-hand advantage with that pillar right there. Again, the small things. A lot of players don't respect right-hand advantage in Gears of War 4 just because the game is so fast. But at the end of the day, you do have a significant advantage over the other person if you are able to use the right side of your screen with cover to the left of your screen.
Oh, 100%. It really is kind of a factor. And like you said, maybe people underestimate the importance of it here, but Chaos in a little bit of trouble. I say Chaos, more like Ronin. Yes, he's going to go down, and we're going to see kill after kill here. Speedy finds one, headshot after headshot, and now this is where they could push for the triple. Are they going to take one down? That will be traded out. Rushies and Speedy, they're joined at the hip almost, and they are a duo to be recognized with. I don't even know what to say. These guys, they started that round together up top, double kill. They end that round with a double kill. It's as simple as that. These pair, they're incredible.
hard to stop undoubtedly. And I'm interested to see the stat line here. Looking at my right side screen, 26 kills for Rushies, 25 kills for Speedy. Between the two of them, 51 kills. I'm looking at Immortal Spawn to my left. He's nodding his head. He called out this duo as the best duo currently in Gears 4, and they're certainly proving it right now. Now, Rob, I can't wait to get to the post game and ask you, these two versus Mental Explosive? It's an interesting question, but we'll get there, of course, after this.
We will get to that. The question is, can they close it out? Right now, they're in a promising position. They find this round, they're 6-3 up. They can close it out after losing map number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, if you just joined us here, Ronin struck first. However, Ghost Gaming bit back with a 7-0 victory in map number 2, now currently leading 5-3. They're 2 rounds away from making a big statement.
Board now is Speedy. Looks like they're going to run a 3 up top here, as I think there was a quick power weapon placed up top. Not sure what that power weapon was. It was an M-bar. So that, of course, lured 3 people there. It's all Ronin right now, all day. And it's not even close to over yet. If Ronin can secure this round, which, by the way, they should have won round number 7 if they didn't get too aggressive, I think they're right back in this one.
Well, Speedy in a very difficult position. I say difficult, that's his middle name right now, as he's got the pair doubling up once again. Chaos for the long shot there, M-bar coming in.
And again, Ronin, 4 dead. Chaos goes for a crazy blind fire, and Ronin's not able to close the round out when it matters the most here. Misses that headshot as well. Tough one to hit, of course. But I'm looking at Ronin. I'm looking at Choche as the coach of this team, helping the team finish out the rounds that matter the most.
Difficult to say the least. However, with the 2-round advantage, Ghost Gaming looking strong here. We are going to see the hill and lead advantage go in favor of Ronin for now. They're trying to get back on the same pace. Sleeper goes down to Ribs.
Ribs getting flanked. Good call out comes in from Fatal Strike. It looks like it is going to be Identitas that tags him up. Speedy takes out Adverse. And look at this Ghost Gaming squad who loses the initial, but for the second time this half is able to bounce back. And that goes to show Ronin, if you give them even an inch, they'll take a mile. And Ghost Gaming showing exactly why right now. Huge mid-round plays from Ghost.
The pure talent on the main stage right now is one to be reckoned with by all means. These 2 teams going toe-to-toe, and this is not something you will see every day. But Sleepy Time is going to go down. Will it be traded? Yes, it will. We are going to see Speedy trying to get in the face. Chaos finds the double. Actually, the trade does not come in. Will the COG dominate? That is the question. Ghost Gaming, they're leading now in hills.
There's no way.
No.
Ribs had to leave the D hill. Ribs made a huge play right there. All members of his team died, and he's able to not only get a break, but get a kill, and he's about to secure the E hill as well. 4 members of Ghost dead, and still 2 hills to 1 in favor of Ghost, thanks to this play from Ribs. That just makes no sense to me. There's no logic that can define that.
Well, Ribs really showing what a worthy player that he is to this roster, and a great addition to the squad itself. However, we have seen Ghost Gaming fail to close some rounds. Will Ronin be able to bite back here? I feel if this round goes in favor of Ghost Gaming, it could be all she wrote.
Huge play.
Nice from Chaos.
Chaos is doing everything he can. I mean, he's on a 6-kill spree right now, and he's not done yet. But look at the score. Despite the kills this round, clearly in favor of Ronin, it has been Ghost Gaming that has outstratted, out-rotated, and outperformed in the objective category, and continues to do so here. Sleepy Time gets killed. E-hill broken. All comes down to this F-hill. All eyes on F. 3 members of Ghost Gaming fording up, turtling up. It all comes down to this fight. It's about to be World War III over here at the F-hill. It's going to be Chaos who continues to roll, but he's not going to get in the hill on time. Oh my goodness. How does Ronin manage to lose that round? And Ghost Gaming is chirping. They're making sure that they know it.
Wow. Identivs picked up a double right at the end there, just denying any chance for them to get in and break and get that triple cap. He's standing up and letting them know 1 round away. It's been back and forth. Map 1 after it, we saw the likes of Chaos getting up, screaming what a mistake he'd made. Map 2 was just a whitewash.
Wow.
And I can hear him from here. We're probably, 50 feet away from the main stage right now, and they're getting up, they're getting excited, and it's within touching distance.
Look at the eyebrows. Look at the eyebrows right there. That's how you know Identitas is angry. You have awoken the giant, that is for sure here. And it is Ghost Gaming that is just dominating. And again, I want to reemphasize, 4 members dead. Chaos pulls off the most disgusting double kill I've seen today. And still, for 14 seconds of 4 members dead, Ronin is not able to capitalize. Again, no logic can define that round.
1 round away. Will Ghost Gaming close it out right now? The initials can be everything here. Sleeper and Desanide answer back. Rushies is going to find Desanide as well. And we're going to see a 2v2, I believe, up top, rolling back and forth here. Chaos and Adverse in the mix.
Meanwhile,
this kill could be massive.
it is Ronin on the other side of the map that is completely dominating the fight. Sleepy Time takes out one though up top. This up top fight is cool, it's important. Sleepy grabs two, but it doesn't matter if you're losing the objective. A good job by Rushies right there to press the button and completely deny the E-hill. So because of that, despite losing the hill down low, Ghost Gaming is continuing to run with it.
Yeah, you know, they control the top, and from the top they control the bottom. It was a really smart play there. We're going to see two players either side, one of course on each team on timers. We're going to see Ghost Gaming clutch it out. Look at the scoreline, 49 to 49. No one able to cap E, of course, just yet. Dezenide, running between the tails of his legs. And we're going to see Rushies pedal to the metal. He's putting the pressure on, but with the M-bar as well, will it be enough? He's running with a shotgun now. He's getting up close and personal. He's going to take him down, and Rushies, once again, just showing his dominance. Will he find him? Oh my goodness, Chaos shut down. Didn't even do it again. My heart stopped for a second as the M-bar took a little break there.
You and I both, Rushies! Who are you and where did you come from? He picks up a back A with the shotgun, takes out his M-bar, and two pure headshots from the pure Slayer. Rushies with 33 kills, showing every inch of skill that he has in his body. Wow.
I mean, we've seen what Rushies and Speedy can do, like up top and just, you know, dominate that kind of 2v2, but now he's just showing how diverse he is. You know, long range, he's hitting those M-bar shots, he's putting the pressure on Ribs and Co either side. He's gonna have to put another magazine in there. One will go down, can he find the second? Oh my goodness, Rushies with the double in one shot, and Rushies now hits 35. Surely this is where Ghost Gaming close it.
Goes for the mental shot, not able to connect for that, but he's gonna connect for the last one. Rushies is on an absolute tear, and I hear the roars of the crowd behind me who have been quiet all day, but after that performance from Rushies and Ghost Gaming, they're standing up. Congratulations to Ghost Gaming. They completely dominate Ronin in map 2 and map 3, and they make a statement here. Look at Sleepy Time beating the bongos of his chest. Well played.
Wow. Hashtag Rushies round. That was it. It was Rushy.
Hands down. Hands down. Look at him. Look at him. This young man, Speedy, of course, not soft-spoken to say the least.
No, definitely, that was one hell of a game. I mean, guys, can we say, like, we can't say enough about how big Rushies was in that last round.
That was incredible. That is some of the best gears I've seen. I say in a long time. I mean, the last time I was involved was obviously Vegas, but that's some raw talent right there.
Any fantasy football players out there, man, Rush is a stud. All right? He's a first-round draft pick if we were drafting right now, man. I want him on my team every week.
And there's something about when Rushies and Speedy, when they're firing on all cylinders, it's like Ghost Gaming is one of the best teams in the game.
You know, I was saying earlier for this match that you got to send 3 to match them up there.
You have to.
They were actually doing it, but they weren't doing it correctly. It was like frustrating me so much. Chaos and Dez were matching Rushies and Speedy. And you had Adverse, he was there,
right.
And Sleepy Time was late every time. They had a 3v2 opportunity every, like four rounds, they had 3v2 opportunity on them too.
They slow played it.
And they actually succeeded a couple times, and those were the rounds that they should have trip capped, and they didn't. But there were some rounds where, like, you're giving yourself the advantage. Like I was saying, like, if you know that that's going to be there, do the 3v2, but do it as fast as you can, because Sleepy's going to eventually get there, and then it's not that 3v2. You have that short window.
It's not a slow break, it's a fast break, especially if you have a 3-on-2 numbers advantage. And in that scenario, you got to play a little bit more aggressive. You got to take your numbers advantage well. And really, I think we're talking about Ghost Gaming, how well they played. The reality is Ronin threw away a lot of rounds. That could have easily gone around 13.
Yes,
I agree.
Definitely. Listen, I think it's safe to say Ghost Gaming, they took the pull of death by the neck. But we're going to the main stage. Farouk, he has an interview with the winning team.
Here with identives from Ghost. Just took out your old team, Ronin here. Now, many of us knew that this was going to go at least 3 maps. How did you guys come back and 7-0 them in that second map after losing a drop in the first one?
It was more because we were like giving them the 50-50 to kill us too. So we have advantage, and we were like literally like losing that advantage, and we were like losing numbers and that stuff. So in the other maps we were playing like more like with more discipline and that stuff. So you can see what's a 7-0 and 7-3.
And this atmosphere here, this is only pool play, but this had like Championship Sunday atmosphere up here. Did you guys feel the atmosphere, feel the tension as well between the two teams?
Oh, okay. Can you repeat that, yo?
Did you feel the atmosphere though? Like, did this feel like a championship type match here between Ronin and Ghost?
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're a pretty good team. Like, like all the time on the stuff that we talk in the game, it's just to stay in the game. They're a really good team. I really think that they can be at least a top 4, top 5. I really believe in them because, like I say, they're like my family. I love that guys, yo. It's something that I can't deny. So it's just like that. It's more than was the match so emotional for me too. I mean, it was a little hard. I've been teaming with them for 4 years, but it's what it is, you know.
It is what it is. Is Ghost the team to beat here in Dallas?
For sure.
There you go. Belly Bell, back to you, baby.
Thanks, Farouk. It's something about his voice, man. It gets me. But that was one of the most emotional games I've ever seen in my life. I mean, there was a lot of trash talk. There was some amazing battles. But he said in the end, listen, we're all family.
And I gotta say, I know Identa well. I know the scenario well, and I've had a lot of deep talks with him. You saw him choking up on stage. I choked up a little bit here and that. I think he struggled. It's a difficult thing. Moving to the United States, moving to Los Angeles, leaving your girlfriend, leaving your family, leaving your team, your brothers who you played with for 4 years, by the way, in game battles in Gears of War 3, when they were all nobodies. I mean, it's a really, really emotional thing. I don't think people realize.
No, big time. I mean, so we're recapping map 1 right now, so you see the instant replay. Ronin, they came out hot. Listen, they had something to prove. They had to show Identa that, listen, you left us, but we're better than you still. They grabbed Ghost Gaming by the neck. From this map alone, Fallout, I thought Ronin had this.
I mean, in my opinion, they played incredibly well. And a lot of people, I completely agree, after seeing the complete domination from Ronin in map number 1, would have thought that Ghost was going to fold. Of course, a very emotional team. But I got to say, hat off to Ghost for bouncing back.
Right, definitely. And Immortal Spawn, I mean, we saw Ghost Gaming, they started slow. But what happened when map 2 rolled along?
I think they need to get that map 1 out of the way. And there's, like you said, there's so many emotions in this game. But this was a 7-0 rip right here. and you know, it was entertaining to watch. And they definitely made a statement with that game. And it carried into map 3.
Oh, no, definitely. I mean, they did win 8 straight.
Oh, is this it? This is it. Hold on. I'm sorry. Sleepy Time takes out 1. He presses the arcade, plays himself some foosball, and gets taken out. That was the most ridiculous thing I have seen. Someone please clip that.
What is the chance of that happening?
Honestly, absolutely insane. I'm so glad their team, our production team in the back, got that on replay. That was crazy.
No, thank God they won, because if they didn't, I mean, that would have been looking slow for Sleepy, right? No, but map 3, that was it. Ghost Gaming, they won their 8th round in a row, and they never looked back from there. Of course, they had a little back and forth, but Reshies and Speedy, they caught fire, and they never looked back. Momo, have you seen 2 players on just one team dominate like this before?
On a single map, if that final round wasn't the way it was, I would have said, yeah, we may have seen it at different tournaments or before, but just the way that Rushies and Speedy, like, that's all we were watching. They went up top, they dominated. Rushies then dominated down low from up top. They pushed forward. They dominated their home hill. It was a masterclass, and honestly, it's a pleasure to watch. The one thing I think that they were missing in map 1 was that Rushy and Speedy's combo.
Yes.
And I think when they started to work together, I wouldn't say we saw that kind of duo ship in map 2, even though they won 7-0. It was just a whitewash. But that close kind of nitty-gritty game, that's when Rushies and Speedy kind of turned up, and that's literally what won them the game.
Oh, so Reshi's definitely one of the most exciting players to watch in this circuit. Fallout, you and Immortal had a little, you know, back and forth about, it sounds crazy, okay. You said Mental and Explosives against Speedy and Reshi's, who would win. Who do you guys think would be?
It's a tough one. Of course, Optic, it always gets Ghost number when it comes down to it. But if you look at just the 2 duos, pound for pound, I don't know, Rob, what do you think?
They have just such obvious chemistry together, these 2. What I like about them is, for me, they were my favorite duo of Season 1. And I'm excited about them, but, man, you know, when it comes to Optic, those 2, you know, they're at a level you really got to make a tournament run and show up on Sunday.
I agree.
To be changing my pick on that one.
True.
With Optic.
True. And in terms of duos, though, Mental and Explosive, yes, they're a great duo when they do play together, but they don't play together in every map. Mental's kind of the sneaky man player, sometimes caps the home hills. So I look at pure duos. Speedy and Rushies play together literally on every single map.
Right.
I don't know. I think I have to give it to. Can we do a 2v2 to settle this?
I think at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You know, I think it's great to talk about duos, and I think it's kind of, I hate to kind of shut it down, but I say you can be the best duo in the game, but if you're not winning the tournament, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, but I've got to say, the most entertaining duo to watch. I think I'm gonna. I just love watching them, man. Speedy and Rushy, they're joined at the hip. They're joined at the hip. They just run together. They kill together, and it's like they'll even torment their opposition after they've done it. I love when Rushy was like just looking down at his opponent, like, yeah, I just did that to you.
And they're always top 2 in stat lines, man. They're always top 2 in kills every single time, whereas